Joker? Hey, what's going on, man? Give me a second. I'm trying to get situated here. What is up? There we go. Are we good? Guess we're good. Lee, what's up, man? What's going on? Let's see here. What am I working with? Don't have anything in that yet. So this is still better. Well, I mean, that's technically better, I guess. This is all humans. Oh, that's electric. Got that electric shit taken care of, didn't we? I think we've already done Act of Mercy. Probably still got the Canary to deal with. That'd be my guess. Spirit? I don't think electric's actually pretty good. Not gonna lie. Well, shit, this will probably actually trigger, so... Electric and fire? Ah, fuck it. You know what? Okay, well that was... Poor Bethany. Down there all by her little lonesome.
It's done.
Oh, that was the fastest I think I've ever done that.
Hawk, I've seen you with Mirren before. Did he send you to get me? Harriman's guards killed all my men. I thought I gave them the slip, but they found me. You tell Mirren I never turned on him.
I'm not going back until you can walk, limp or cruel, behind me.
Well, Thursday, guys.
I think I can walk.
Some people call this the new Friday.
He got it before Harriman's men could do much damage. His rear guard saw us coming. They fell on us from all sides.
Which any professional would have expected.
That's him. That's Lord Harriman.
Most of my enemies would not stoop this low. Are you working for Conrad Tooley? Perhaps Lady Reinhardt?
What have you done that so many people want you dead?
You sound Ferelden.
Well,
So you should know I'm the one who convinced the Viscount to send aid to Denerim. Many of my fellow noblemen resent that. They want me dead before he sends the money, so they can reclaim it.
He's like, I didn't ask questions. I was just doing what I was told. Oh,
Will
shit.
you kill me for this?
This is not a job I can complete.
Thank you, Ferelden. When I learn who sent you, I will be sure to leave you out of any retribution.
I don't want to be the
He can
one
walk
to tell
fine on his
Mirren
own
to do
now,
that.
can he? I'm alright, man. Besides poor life decisions and, you know, not much to go on, but, you know, streaming on a Thursday, I think could be a whole lot worse, right? Be grateful for what we have. Hang out here and, you know, do, you know, Dragon Age things. I was about to say, man, I didn't get a drop down there. I'd get at least one. Yeah, 18. Should be, I was about to say, it should be worth something. I've been noticing sometimes it's been doubling up my my drops. Like if I kill 2 elites, sometimes it'll give me like 30 or 35 on one elite instead of like 15 or 16, 17 on both. Or to like give me nothing on either one of them, and then the first barrel that I unlock has like, you know, 30 silver in it, which they never do. So it's weird, different. I mean, I don't know. As long as it works out at the end of the day, right? I mean, Spirit and Fire might be the best thing here too. Although I still think it's Electric, because I think these are like Raiders. That's what I think, anyway. We're under attack.
This is private property.
You're in my way.
We're under
I'm doing good. How are you guys doing?
Line them up for
That's an extra 300 XP right there, all by itself. That's what you say. That's what you call good shit, brah. Random randomness? What a random randomness. As if it wasn't random, it is now. And if it still wasn't random, it's still random. See, that's... Okay, like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like that barrel, or there's like a box in here somewhere that can have like sovereigns in it. If it's not this one, it's like a hallway that looks like this. They reuse a lot of the maps a lot of times. They change them up a little bit, but pretty much all the same shit. Long time lurker, man. Welcome to Lurk, man. I appreciate you guys being here. Could be better. Could always be worse, too. At least you're here to, at least, you know, I mean, honestly, when it just gets down to it, at least I'm here to bitch about it, right? What are you bitching about? At this point, I'm not really even sure. You want a list? No? Okay, never mind. But at least I'm here to do it. So, I mean, I guess that's something. Right? Vaguely, sorta, kinda, something.
What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots?
I'm not sure why Varric's all sensitive and shit to traps. Damn, he's like 100 miles away from that trap and he just detected it. At least because I've got his cunning like way up.
We're good to go.
Wow. Yeah, see, I got 18 off of nothing. And then I got nothing off the one that was supposed to actually drop that. So I swear sometimes they just move the money around. But at least you're getting it. Man, on the Xbox One, they would strip like an entire map of all money. Like, you know, when you were supposed to make like, I don't know, Sovereign or better. You know, when you count all the drops and all the enemies and all this and that. Right now, we're seriously getting shit on here. This is not cool at all. Yeah, there would be entire maps where it'd just be nothing. Even the elites and bosses and shit, nothing. I killed the Bone Pit Dragon once, more than once, on the Xbox One and got nothing. Like, not even a silver piece. Got a little something back there. We'll probably get some silver in this because it's a quest thing.
Everyone stay still and try not to make any loud noises.
Some.
I wouldn't breathe
Not
that
much,
in
but at
front
least
of
some.
you. Looks like Martin's trading in death.
Did I pay? No. No. I told you guys, I swore on myself. On everything that I am, I said, if you catch me playing that, you need to call me all kinds of bitches and hoes, unsubscribe, and never even hang out on a stream again. Just call me a piece of shit, because I am. If I play that, if I ever play it. And I said that 6 years before it came out. And I told you exactly why. And every reason that I gave you was 101% pharmaceutical grade truth from top to bottom with no errors in it. Judged it as if I put 100 hours into that fucking woke ass satanic garbage. Yeah, I didn't watch the Super Bowl or its halftime show either. Same reason. Pretty simple. Yeah, I started swearing that 5 or 6 years before it ever came out. Before it was ever even announced, actually.
What a mess.
Let's get a staff. Not getting any of our money though. Yeah, this map was glitched as fuck. I don't think the map loaded properly, to be honest. That's alright. I'm not tripping. It's not a Dragon Age game. Let's just put it that way. It's not a Dragon Age game. It's not even a Dragon Age game. Like, Andromeda wasn't a Mass Effect game, but at least it had a Mass Effect references. Wasn't a Mass Effect game, but it was at least a decent game. It wasn't trying to turn you into, like, you know, a pervert slash confused slash pedo. That's all Failguard is about. It's just a bunch of woke satanic virtue signaling, assuming that you agree with all the satanic policies that make the world a worse place to live in these days. That's literally what that is. It's not even a video game. True story. Yeah, they were dead before that. That's why it took them a decade. Yeah, about a decade to even come out with that Satan's asshole garbage. Satan's asshole in the form of a video game. You pay to get Satan's asshole to take a diarrhea-infected, disease-infected dump in your face, and if you don't eat it, somehow there's something wrong with you? No, man. Don't take those kind of guilt trips from evil people with evil agendas. And you shouldn't either. That would be my advice. Not that you wanted to hear it, but there you have it.
Ravaney, stop looking at my chest. My eyes are up here.
But the chest hair.
Chest hair.
But the chest hair.
You know how much I suffer under your gaze. I am a person, not an object.
Varric?
Just shitting you.
Barrick actually bullshitted Isabel. Imagine that. Actually bullshitted Isabella. Wow. Or out bullshitted Isabella. There you go. Out bullshitted her.
Guess what I found? Crates filled with enough poison to assassinate every noble in Orlais, and then some.
I knew I should have told you not to look in the crates. Look, there's nothing shady going on.
It wasn't really a hard call, though.
I got the stuff from
because you had Skyrim and then you had Inquisition. And BioWare said, we are aggressively following Skyrim in the development of our game. You knew Inquisition was going to be basically 5% Dragon Age. Just like Skyrim is 5% Elder Scrolls. Honestly. And then Fallout 4 was negative 1,000% Fallout. At least RPG. It was like a shooter with some Fallout references. Outside of that, there was no it was story driven. It wasn't even story based. There was nothing there. And so it was the next Dragon Age game. They spent even an extra 6, 7, 8 years fucking it up as bad as they could. And when we really, really wanted it, you know what they gave us? Anthem. Which was based on another video game that failed marvelously. Lost tens of millions, if not $100 million. And BioWare did that on purpose, and they spent more of EA's money doing it. I swear BioWare just has a hard-on to destroy EA. Because they know that being woke will do it. I swear. I mean, EA should have sued them with Andromeda. Because they sabotaged the shit out of that game. That game was actually pretty solid. Not gonna lie, it was kind of like Okay, so let's say if Kingdoms of Amalur was kind of like Elder Scrolls, then Andromeda was kind of like Mass Effect. They weren't. Mass Effect, or Andromeda wasn't any more Mass Effect than Kingdoms of Amalur was, say, Elder Scrolls, or I'd compare it more to Elder Scrolls than Dragon Age, because it had, you know, it had people from the Elder Scrolls that actually, you know, like, led the development of it. But anyway,
do you know where Alton Woodrow's
it wasn't hard to figure out
Alton Woodrow's place.
which way they were going.
I know it. Thanks for this, friend. You've more than
That was not psychic shit. It's roadmap. ABC. The ABC roadmap. Big circle here with an X in the middle of it. Big circle here with the X in the middle of it. And big circle here with the X in the middle of it. And I said, they're going there, and I'm not going there. It was just that simple. Like, literally exactly that simple. Not hard to figure out. Doesn't take a genius. You could have the average Somalian IQ and get it twice.
Because every time
Yeah.
someone asks us a stupid question, we string them up from the rafters.
Let me see here. What else are we looking at?
Maker's breath, you get more letters than I do. There's another one on the desk.
That's only because of... Okay. Are we turning this? Are we turning in Shepherding Wolves, or are we just now going to do it? I don't think I beat the shit out of the Canary yet. I'm pretty sure I haven't. I mean, maybe I have, but I don't think I have.
No offense to you.
No, I haven't done it yet.
Smells like really old cabbage.
So, Gustav limped back here, but refuses to speak one word of what happened. Spit it out. Is Harriman dead or not?
He's being hunted for
Not.
aiding my people. I will not kill him.
I think you forgot the rules, Dog Lord. Once you take the
The
job,
only intelligent
you do
thing
the job.
that
You don't
Bethesda
decide
has
if it's
done,
right.
besides supporting ESO over the
I'll
past
take care of this myself.
15 years, the only intelligent
Don't
thing,
try hitting
real
me up a
intelligent
point
thing they
again.
did
That door
was
is
finding a
closed.
studio that could do Oblivion justice. And I don't know if they found that studio on purpose. If they found it on purpose, then that shows they've been fucking us for about 14, 15 years on purpose. It'd be better off that Bethesda says we just got lucky. Because if they did it on purpose, they know everything that they lack, and they sell us shit as if they don't lack it, but they do, which is the ability to actually make an RPG, write a story, or even make a video game worth playing. Starfield proves that they are incapable of it. Skyrim actually proves that. Fallout 4 rubs it in your face and teabags the shit out of you with it. Those facts. So, if they knew all along what they were doing, they did the wrong thing on purpose, just to fuck you over as the gamer, make a bad game on purpose? Like, what's the agenda there? Dumbing you down like schools? Teaching anal sex to kindergartners? That's what they have in their libraries. That's an actual fact. So, before you say anything, just shut the fuck up. Right? It's the exact same principle. Just shitting on gamers on purpose. Get them to trust you, and then do everything, don't do anything that you can do, and do everything just the opposite. Here's all the boxes we're supposed to check off to make one of our game. Let's not only not check that off, but let's show you that we could have, and then do the opposite, which is suck on purpose. That's Skyrim and Fallout 4. And Starfield. That's what that is. Period. No doubt. Starfield would have at least had some Bethesda qualities if they were capable of doing anything that they ever did to put themselves on the top of the mountain in the first place. They jumped off the mountain on purpose with Skyrim, slid all the way down the mountain, then dropped off into hell, burned to fire, got resurrected, somebody ate them, took a shit, and dumped that shit back off into hellfire, and that is literally Bethesda ever since. Facts. and then they pick a studio that actually does not only justice to Oblivion Remaster, but somehow makes the game better? So did they accidentally pick that studio? It'd be better for Bethesda had they accidentally picked that studio than had they done it on purpose. Because if you did it on purpose, you're saying, you do everything that we can't do. Because we don't want our name on any good thing anymore. We want to be known for being complete syphilis-infected, hemorrhoid, Satan's asshole. That's what Bethesda's literally saying. That's all we want to be known for. On purpose? I don't understand the logic there. Instead of just making $1 trillion on a game because you just make it the way you make it, and just do that. But no, just suck on purpose. And then show that you could have not sucked on purpose, even in your games. Like Fallout 4 teabags you every time you turn around. They show you what you could have, but you can't have it. They show you what they shouldn't have done, give it to you, tell you they shouldn't have done it, and what they should have done is the thing that you want, show it to you, and then don't give it to you. Inquisition did that shit all the time. Oh, here, you would love this, wouldn't you? We know you think it's cool. You can't have it. Oh, here's Serana. Oh, you can ask her to marry you, but go fuck yourself. You know, just little things like that add up to where the entire game is just one big teabag. We got your money, and you're so stupid. You'll smoke your dope, and you won't say nothing about it. Well, I'll teabag you. Where's your fucking mama? I'm gonna go teabag her too for allowing you to be born because you're so stupid. That's what Bethesda did to you. They've been doing to you since 2011. And BioWare's doing the same shit. They're just worse at it. But call them out for it. Facts are facts. It is what it is.
Here, miss. Word is you're looking for help. And paying well.
I need someone native to the dark places beneath Lowtown. If you claim as much, yes.
Developers still nerds? Maybe the developers will still nerds type of thing. But you think after
me and my fellows can have a look at the
over half a decade of hitting the mountaintop? Because remember, this shit started around 2004, 2005. The Xbox 360 and PS3 were in basically every household on the planet. And it finally come into its own. Might say like the GameCube days. I think the PS2 started getting there before the 360 did. The 360 actually trumped the PS2. Then you got PS3. I think 360 still trumped the PS3. And PS4 kind of leapfrogged them with the Xbox One. And then they came out with the Xbox One X, which was basically the same thing as the PS4. But they both still managed to kind of sell you their consoles 2 or 3 different times, even though you got the same shit, or at least what you were supposed to get in the first place. Kind of like your iPhone 9 was available when there was an iPhone 3, but they had to sell you the 4, 5, 6, and 7, and 8 first. They had to sell it to you 5 times before you got what you could have got when the iPhone 3 came out. That's just not by accident, bro. Anyway, you don't think it was bumping between, say, 2004, 2005, and 2012? I think that's when it peaked. I think it got big enough to where corporate people came in and said, how can we capitalize this? How can we take all the talent out of it? How can we take all the quality out of the food and make everything McDonald's? I mean, I'm not saying that's not what you just said, though. I mean, that's kind of sort of what you said, in a way. So, I mean, yeah, I guess, you know. Right. They weren't trying to kill the golden goose that laid the golden egg before it even laid a golden egg. Or it just laid one, it's like, well, let's just kill the goose right now. I mean, yeah, kind of. I mean, that whole principle, absolutely. I 100% see it that way. I guess it's just, I don't know. It's based on what you've seen and what you've watched and what you played and the direction you've seen it go. And then you read some interviews and you watch some game development, like documentaries and things like that, you know, big ones. Like you watch the Oblivion development documentary, and then you go watch the Skyrim development documentary. Then you watch the Cyberpunk development documentaries that went on for over 10 years. And then you realize they're sucking on purpose. not to be woke, but to be mainstream. Let's take all the talent out, let's streamline it, and let's make everything commercial so that nobody's good, nobody's bad. Everybody gets a trophy for participation, but the same people doing this want to make the money, and they think that the money's just going to come to them even if that shit sucks. And it sucks that we prove that they're right, because we'll pay for that shit just based on a name. But it's kind of like, I always use this reference, it's kind of like going and buying a box that says Sara Lee. You're looking for a cheesecake. You want a cheesecake for some dessert. Man, you know you're going to order pizza tonight, but what do you want for dessert? For you and the fam. You want some cheesecake. So you go buy a Sara Lee cheesecake. And then you eat your pizza while you're letting that shit, it's thawed in the fucking fridge for half a day, right? And you're going to pull that shit out. You hope it's not still a little bit icy. You hope it's nice and thawed and nice and, you know, Sara Lee cheesecakey and all that. Man, you might even have your chocolate syrup ready. And then you open the box and you see a piece of dog shit with maggots crawling in it because they woke up because they got unfrozen. Did you get a cheesecake? It said Sara Lee cheesecake on it. It must still be a Sara Lee cheesecake, right? Even though it's a little patty of dog shit with maggots in it. You gonna feed that to your family? You gonna eat that shit? That's what they're forcing down your throat. They can put a title on it if they want to. What they're actually giving you is a completely different story. But that's kind of still what you're saying. I don't know. I'm not trying to say what you're saying just in a different way, like I'm right. No, I agree. I agree. I think it seems more like conspiracy type shit at this point, that they would suck that bad on purpose and then show you in their games little hints that they know they're doing it and tell you to just suck it anyway while you pay them to suck it. At least if you're gonna be their hoe, at least let them pay you, right? No, you got to pay them to suck it. And so the game just becomes just herpes on your lips. That's all it is. Just garbage. Something you regret playing instead of enjoy playing. Oh, I spent my money on that? How many times have you said that in the last 15 years? Oh, I spent my money on that shit? Right?
Can you save someone so intent on being foolish?
Yeah, 100% though. Yeah, the 360 PS3 days, man, that's... Because, man, there was some 360 games at the end of the day that were actually better than some next-gen games. I can throw a couple out there. I'd say the original Dark Souls was better than the remaster, in every sense of the word. Dragon's Dogma, the original Dragon's Dogma, was not only as good, if not better, than the remaster. No, it was just better than the remaster. Honestly, it shouldn't have even gotten like a sequel, which is just a glorified DLC to cheese up the entire game and make it even worse. It's all, you know, that's... Yeah, Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen was some Dragon's Dogma 2 shit before Dragon's Dogma 2 ever happened. Dragon's Dogma 2 was a perfect example of Fallout 4 compared to Fallout 3. Perfect example. How bad you can get going next gen. Perfect example. Holy shit, that might be the best analogy I ever came up with. Ever. Maybe. Nice.
Well, thank you for your timely intervention.
But yeah,
I am out of my
like you said, just
Surely you
pretty
didn't
much everything you
realize
just
that
said.
just now.
I had to come here to get the type of person I need. Someone of bloody skill, but also integrity. Perhaps the kind who might leap to someone's defense. I have a charge who needs passage from the city.
I think honestly, if you think about
meet me
everything,
at my safe house
from the
nearby.
defense industry to Hollywood to gaming to shit music and to anything, they come in, they step in, they water everything down, and then they put in their agenda. The powers that be that fund all this shit make sure that you take out any kind of individuality. We're all supposed to be sheeple at the end of the day. Anything that doesn't make you a sheeple gets watered down, fired, assassinated if necessary, if there's enough money involved. If you're a big enough voice, you just disappear. And if nobody's told to question it, then they won't, because you follow the news media and they're telling you the truth, right? So like that's anything. Any kind of industry. I mean, that's a religious thing. It's an economic / entertainment / medical thing. If they tell you it's okay, it must be. And if you say anything about it, then you're just like a conspiracy theorist or a racist or a Nazi or something. Even though you show the common sense and say, what you just said is true, is like literally false. So how are you selling it as truth? Oh my God, how dare you call our lie a lie? You fucking Nazi racist. You're probably white, aren't you? Right? That's what you get these days. Doesn't matter what you're talking about. School, entertainment, medicine, religion, politics, whatever. If you call a lie, gotta be something wrong with you. Who wrote that agenda? And why does that cover everything that you do? You can't even relax with your video game without being slapped in the face with a dick that belongs to a she/her. A dick that is literally biologically attached to a she/her. You get slapped in the face with it. And if you don't like it, then you're a homophobe and a racist and probably white and a fucking Nazi and a fucking fascist. Even though the definitions of all those words are completely irrelevant at this point. Am I wrong? I'm just talking about like a bigger picture type thing. So in other words, like what you said, I 100% agree, but I think there's like a bigger picture thing. You see a pattern in like everything, and it's all the same. When everything's going the same direction and it's all the wrong direction, and just a little common sense tells you this is all going to hell in a handbasket on purpose, well, maybe it is. Maybe you're not stupid. Maybe you're not an idiot. Maybe you're not a fascist or a Nazi or a whatever they want to label you because you disagree with their satanic fucking Satan's asshole woke demon fucking sodomite laws that they've written for themselves to make you the bad guy because you tell the truth when they're lying and trying to destroy your life and the lives of your children and the lives of your community and the lives of your country as a result. You hate that, so you're all of these things, which is actually a confession. While they accuse you of it, it's actually a confession. They've just flipped the script 2 or 3 times to where it's just a bunch of smoke now. It's just a bunch of bullshit. You can't see the truth for shit because they've tried to confuse everything. But if you're honest and you have the truth and you have some common sense, you can see through all that shit, no matter how convincing their lies are. At least most of it, right? So at least we got that.
I just saved you in an alley, and suddenly we're
6:20? Oh shit! Are you just getting up, or are you still up?
Grand scheme, could I be interrupted?
You calling it a late night?
Now.
Or are you calling it an early morning?
Why is a Templar guarding her? Is this a setup?
I hope you will come. This matter only grows more urgent with time.
So say, this is a question, because I'm no Greek scholar. I can't say I speak Greek, but I'm like slightly familiar with it, with the alphabet. But this is like an actual question. Do you say Costas? So in English that would be a soft O. Costas would be a hard O. Or yeah, I guess that would be the question. Because there's been times where I've seen Greek words and I want to like pronounce like an O as an O. Like I would say Costas, but you could say Koustas or Kostas or Kostis. Pronounce the A as an I. You know what I mean? Like I've noticed the pronunciation like several different words where if you look at the actual Greek pronunciation, although you got anybody who speaks Greek could say it like super fast, so whatever. But in the actual like pronunciation and the breakdown, what we would call vowels are used differently in Greek. Although a lot of English comes from Greek. Or it's comparative. Like a lot of epis and stuff like that. Like there's a lot of stuff that compares. Soft O, so yeah, Costas, right? Costas? Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm trying to think of a couple words in particular. Okay, so like the Greek word for example. Sorry to bring this up as an example, but it's the first thing that comes to mind. It's like hypocrite comes from the Greek word hypocrisia, but is that how you would pronounce it? Is it hypocrisia? You know, I mean, like you know what I'm saying? Like the vowels are different in Greek. There's all right, so kairos. In English, it's kairos, but I believe in Greek it's kairos, right? Maybe not kairos, but kairos or something like that, right? So you'd spell it in English Kairos. We would say kairos, but I think in Greek it's like completely different. It's kairos or something like that, which is the word for love. That's a better example. I believe it's completely different in Greek. How do you say love in Greek? English, if you could like translate it to or transliterate it to English, is it kahiras or something like that? I think that's closer, or kahiros or rus, kahirus maybe. You know what I'm saying? There's differences, lots of differences. Vowels mostly, and I think we have a few more consonants than Greek does. English has a few more consonants. I'm trying to think if there's a T in Greek. Is there a T in Greek? And Y kind of takes the place of, I guess technically there is no Y. Y'all have I, and you have IE and IO and stuff like that. Okay, so the H is silent. Hippocrates. Tis or tis. Hippocrates. Tis with a soft I or a long I. I think we call that a long I. Like we call a long E. The same thing. Pretty sure that's how you say it. Hippocrates or Hippocrates. See, this is cool shit right here. I think I'm totally down with this. I mean, look, the Bible was literally translated from the Greek, or from the Hebrew to the Greek, and you have the Septuagint. I don't know how you say Septuagint in Greek, but that's as close as I get. Septuagint. I think the G is soft. A G with a J sound is soft. A G sound is hard, right? Septuagint. I don't know what you emphasize more than others. Like this is just reading, like when I look at like definitions and I would like translate or define certain English words going back to the Greek. This is all biblical stuff. This is literally biblical stuff. So these are the examples that I'm given. But it's interesting is that the Bible went from Israel in the Hebrew, and then it went to Israel in the Greek, and then it went to Israel in the English, because God promised that the word would never leave his people, if you will. Not that we're all not his people. You just have to believe and you're his people. But, I mean, still, English is the global language, so there you have it. Not by accident. Greek was the global language under Alexander. If I'm not mistaken, Alexander the Great. Greek was the global language. Later came Rome, and you have Latin, but the Bible was mistranslated with a bunch of other shit, and then they hid some stuff, and they wouldn't let anybody else speak it anyway. And if you weren't Roman, well, then fuck you. So I don't really count that. But I will say, like, from Hebrew to Greek to English, so that's pretty cool. Hippocrates. Hippocrates, you filthy Hippocrates. Scoundrel, right? Okay, gotcha. No, you're right. Yeah, no, 100%. Yeah, we would totally give the emphasis to the beginning of the word, or else just not give emphasis to any part of the word, like casual. But I guess you could say you might have emphasis on the casual, but you could say casual. You wouldn't say like casual. Nobody says that. Or casual. I mean, unless you're being like, never mind. Yeah, but anyway. That's cool, man. I would love to sit down for like 5 hours with you and just talk about this shit. That would be amazing. That would be like totally cool. I'm not lying. There's so much in the Greek. I've actually gone to the Greek Septuagint. I think Septuagint, or unless it's Septuagint. I don't know. Do y'all have a hard G? Gint? A G sound in anything? I don't know. Maybe you do. I mean, gamma. I guess gamma is pronounced with a hard G, so I guess it's Septuagint. Maybe you emphasize Septuagint. Anyway, whatever. So like, I've gone from there, and then I've tried to find parallels from the New Testament in the Old Testament, and the Old Testament is translated into Greek from the Hebrew. And so a really good way to decide if the same word is being used, because the English is just a translation. It's not always even a transliteration. Sometimes it's just a translation. Sometimes it's an interpretation. But I'm not looking for interpretations. I'm looking for actual words. And if you want to look at like, so the best way to do it is like if you have a quote of an Old Testament passage in the New Testament, and you find a word that you want to find the parallel for in the Greek and the Hebrew, so that you can apply that to the rest of the scripture, right? You would look for a word translated a particular way in the Greek, and then go into the Septuagint, and then see what that word is in the original verse that it's quoting, and then compare, and then see what the Greek version of that Hebrew word is. Like what the actual, transliteration, if you will, or, the same words defined the same way. So you could look up some of the Hebrew stuff in the Greek dictionary and vice versa to find out what it's actually talking about, instead of what some English person told you that it should be talking about, or some Latin person, or even some Greek person, right? Type of thing. It's a really good way to figure out exactly what you're reading. Oh, shit. All right, hold on a second. Oh, you like it? Oh, that came from, shit, I think that came from a stream like 10 years ago or something. I don't know. I was thinking it came from a playthrough on YouTube, but it wasn't. I never did that. I never did a Let's Play with a Reaver on, I did it plenty on like Twitch, and hell, we probably did it here. I don't know if you go back through my streams from like 10 years ago, we probably did it here. You probably find that thumbnail. Anyway, I appreciate it. That's where that came from. I just saw it and I'm like, that's exactly what we're playing. Fuck it, might as well use it. Change it up a little bit. I do not want Anders with me on this one. I don't want Meryl either. Fenris, maybe? I've worked like really, really hard. Oh, now I'm stuck with Fenris on. Oh, god damn it. Oh, I'll bet you we have to fight, what's his face? Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, it was like a long time ago. It was for a stream way back in the day. All right, thank God. Hopefully, Fenris likes this. All right, hold on. Thursday is my Friday this week.
See you too.
outside of supposedly somebody coming to, hey, oh, Eastern Edition. I'm sorry, I didn't hear the subscription. I was in the middle of running my mouth. I really appreciate the subscription. That's awesome. Thank you. Anybody else that hasn't subscribed, if you want to, I don't know. I've been like hanging out with other YouTubers and stuff and watching their stuff, and I'm like, a lot of times they make a really good point. Doesn't cost anything to subscribe or even like the video or dislike it. If you want to, that's fine. Of course, you probably wouldn't subscribe either. That's cool. But if you did, then you'd even get, I guess you got to hit the bell too, right? Subscribe bell, the ching ching, the little graphic that plays. I should probably have it. Never mind. I'm not even going to do that. But yeah, if you guys wanted to, I've literally stayed static on subscribers for like 5 years now. When I say 5 years, I mean like literally 5 years. I have like 16.1 thousand subscribers from forever ago. 5 years ago, it was like 16, basically 0.1. No, I mean like literally. Every time 10 people subscribe, 10 people unsubscribe. Or YouTube unsubscribes them from years ago, and they just have, you know, I don't know. Maybe they don't even sign into YouTube. I don't know what the deal is, but anyway, it's literally been like dead even for half of a decade. And so I'm like, well, there's no harm in saying, hey, if you want to subscribe, because if you didn't think to do so, if you want to, cool. If you don't, don't. But it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. So I think some kind of reminder on that. You know, I never put that on any of my videos, I don't think. I mean, maybe on the end card it said, like and subscribe if you want to, and it sent you to the subscription button or something. But I never told anybody to. Because I was like, I don't have to tell anybody to do something they already know that they'll do if they want to do it. But these days, it seems like, now it's kind of like, if you don't remind me, I probably won't think about it. It's not an insult, it's just true. I found that with myself, watching some videos that I actually really liked, and I'm like, damn, if you didn't say subscribe, I wouldn't. I'm basically scrolling through YouTube at that point, right? Yeah, I probably wouldn't like that or subscribe or either, had you not said something. Go figure. So maybe there's something to that. It's not treating anybody like they're stupid. It's just reminding somebody, hey man, it's a simple gesture, helps me out a lot, doesn't cost you anything. Cool. So maybe I should remember to, anyway. But yeah, Eastern, I appreciate it. I didn't hear it, and I wasn't looking, so I didn't see it. So that was like 30 minutes ago. So if you're still here, thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it. I'll be back. I'm gonna go refill. Sure. Yeah. No. Yeah. You know what? I actually never looked at it that way, and that's true. I don't stream every day, but I stream about 350 days a year, maybe more, maybe a little less. Depends. There's sometimes where just life happens. You know, I just can't. But at least 5 days out of the week, if not 7. 7 more often than not. Hell, even when I'm like working full time or whatever, just start a little bit later. Like tonight, I try to start a little bit later in the evening. Maybe, I don't know, if I had like an ideal time, I would say like 6 or 7 to catch people chilling at the end of the day, you know, in the U.S. And then anybody east of the U.S., if they're up late, cool. But if they get up like really early, we normally don't stream for an hour or 2. We normally stream for anywhere between 5 and 15 hours, somewhere in that range. 5, usually at the least. If I'm not going to stream for at least 5 hours, I probably don't get on. I'm not saying we haven't streamed for 2 or 3 before, but most of the time it's a minimum of 5 or 6. That's about the least. Or else you just don't get on in the first place. Just take a night off. And I actually did that twice this week, but then streamed, I don't know, fucking 90 days straight before that, maybe 120 days straight or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's pretty regular. I say stream daily, and I'm right 98% of the time, at least. So, I guess that's close enough. So, yeah, you're right. Counter-Strike 2? No. The only shooters you probably see me play pretty much ever now. I mean, I went and played, what do they call it? Black Ops, the Fortnite version of Black Ops. You know, I'm literally sitting here drawing a blank. But the, you know, where the world just gets smaller and smaller, and, you know, that type of stuff. Whatever the fuck they called that. I don't really care about it, to be honest. But it was fun to play with friends type thing. And I used to pretty much get in with another buddy of mine that streamed. And we had a few friends in common. And then there was a fallout. Which I thought was, like, I took it as super, super disrespectful. Which it was. It was not only super disrespectful, but it was totally like, fuck you, get the fuck out of here type thing, and everybody was cool with that. If all of y'all are cool with telling me to fuck out and fuck off and get out of here, then I should have probably never been here in the first place. And then I got made the bad guy out of it. It's not the first time that shit has happened. When you're completely in the right and the world just thinks you're wrong because, well, they're confused, I guess. Yeah, anyway, so there was a bit of that. So, I mean, you'd obviously call, you know, Call of Duty a shooter. That's all it is. That Battle Royale bullshit. So, did that a little bit with friends type of thing, but it was a complete departure from what I play. I suck at that stuff, but I would go in and just have fun, and even if I was the butt of the joke, it was to be like, okay, well, I know I suck, but it's not for lack of trying to not suck. But, still, whatever. Only one shooter I've ever actually been good at, and that was, maybe you could say 2. MW3, I didn't suck at, and Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2 is where I run and gun the entire time. I don't ever snipe. And I had basically a 2.0 KD. I think I finished with like 1.8 something. But it was, you know, rounded up as almost basically a 2.0 KD with nothing but SMGs and nothing but running. And no, I wasn't that asshole to flip the spawns every 2 seconds. Not that kind of running. But, yeah. That was the only shooter I was actually okay at. But I think that's pretty respectable when you don't ever stop and snipe, and you don't ever use aim assist, and you go 2.0, you kill 2 for every one of you, and we won like most of the time. So, you know, like that was probably the last Call of Duty I really played with friends. MW3, Black Ops 2. That was it. after that, everybody just drifted off, you know. We had some younger people. One of my friends that played with us back then, she passed away. She passed away at 18, 19. She was 14 when we met her. She was like our little sister. She was just our buddy. And she was just part of the group. And she'd come in and own some shit, and then she'd come in and fuck off. She'd fuck off at the worst times too. Piss everybody off. She even got kicked a couple times. It was like, then I'd go play with her, right? And another buddy of mine, we'd go play with her because we were just buddies. Y'all have been around the stream any period of time over the last 10 years. Guy named Ants, and her name was Destiny. We called her Skate though, which is short for Skater. Skater Girl was her initial gamer tag when we met her way the hell back when. And she was just, I don't know, I don't want to say the clan's mascot type thing. It was just, she was just our buddy. And she was actually really good when she wanted to be, but she didn't give a fuck half the time. I'm not gonna lie. But she was kind of cool like that too. So you could go off and like, we would do shit like, this is all the way back in COD 4 days. MW1. Back in COD 4 days, we'd run around with, what do they call it? The C4 clickers. The C4 clickers. And like right at the beginning of the match, we would like chunk our C4 like just anywhere, right? Just away from everybody. We didn't want to kill our teammates or, you know, any of that bullshit, right? We'd chunk our C4 and we'd blow it up real quick. And then we'd run into the map and go hide. And just sit there with our C4 clickers and go click, click. And you'd watch the opposing team fucking run around like chickens with their heads cut off. Dude, it would be the three of us out of what? You know, a squad of six, right? Squad of six, right? In COD 4. It'd be three of us, and we'd still win sometimes. Because everybody'd be like freaking the fuck out the entire time. And bro, it would get so ridiculous you couldn't even breathe. It was so funny. It was just funny. I don't know why it was funny, but we thought it was funny. And dude, it's like the best time you ever had in your entire life. You weren't even playing the game at that point. You were just being a troll. So that's probably the one time I've trolled and just found some of the best joy I've ever had on Earth, type of shit, right? Anyway, so that's kind of who she was. She was cool like that, and then she got caught up in stuff, and yeah, it fucked me up when she passed. I didn't know when she passed until like. This is the last time I think I ever checked into Facebook. And I found out she passed there, and her friends where she lived, way across the other side of the country type thing, found out that way, and I was like, damn. Fucked up, man. Anyway. Not really interested in shooters since then either, to be honest. Don't really care. I play RPGs. I really play, like, well, just RPGs. RPGs, that's my thing. And no, I don't like turn-based, so my little niche is like really, really narrow. So my audience is really, really narrow, right? Unless you're down with shit like this, or unless you're interested in seeing a game that you don't normally play. Which, there's people that don't give a shit about Dragon Age, still haven't played it to this day, and come in and said, I think I might want to take a look at this. And I'll always tell them, I'm playing this probably 80% of the time, but I'll tell them, go play Origins first. And experience what RPGs kind of are supposed to be like. And then come play this because it's more fun to play. That's what I'll tell anybody, and I'll stand on that. I'll die standing on that. I want Origins remastered with this, what you get in Dragon Age 2. I want Origins remastered like that. Then you'd have to rewrite Inquisition because you'd have to like put in blood magic. You'd have to put in tactics. You'd have to make it Dragon Age again, which it was never Dragon Age. The closest thing to Dragon Age is Inquisition multiplayer. That's the closest thing you're going to get to actual Dragon Age, which is a shame. In fact, if they were to do that in the base game, that'd be pretty sick. I'm not going to lie, man. There's some really fun classes to play that are really RPG-ish. You have to decide what you're going to spend your points in, and you can isolate certain skills, but it only depends on if you've got somebody to cover for your weaknesses, which is exactly how a party-based RPG is supposed to play. Your tank is supposed to be tanky. If you're DPS, you're not tanky. And if you're support, you're not DPS or tanky. And if you're tanky, you're not support. Support, DPS, tank. That's always been the RPG formula. They understood that shit in Inquisition multiplayer. They understood it. You couldn't find anybody to actually play it that way. They didn't build their party or their character to fit into a party to fill out that triangle. DPS, support, tank. They would make a tank to be DPS. Now, if your tank can do some DPS, you can probably draw more threat. Actually makes you a viable tank, but not at the sacrifice of not dying. And your support isn't supposed to be all fucking DPS. And you're certainly not supposed to be tanky. Your tank is supposed to be doing that job. You're just supposed to be protecting your tank. And your DPS should be able to not drag all the threat away from your tank. And if you do so, your tank should be able to remanufacture that threat to draw the threat back off of you. That's how an RPG works. And not getting that is why you couldn't get Inquisition to play right. Because you couldn't find a party that actually understood those mechanics. If you did, you would play with those motherfuckers all day. And do some shit. And if you fucked up, you knew you fucked up. It's like, my bad. You be in party chat, everybody's on mic, right? You'd be like, oh, my bad. I, like, completely fucked that up. I totally aggroed, like, that entire next room, and, yeah, my bad. You know, that type of thing, right? You can play with those people all day long. Dude, it's fantastic, man. That's the only way to save Inquisition, but you still got to bring back blood magic. The closest thing to blood magic in Inquisition multiplayer was the Cerebos. Because you literally, like, you sacrificed, like, your health for spells. I mean, that's essentially what you were doing. It was just gangster as shit. It was chaos magic, too. You didn't know what the demon was going to give you. Lightning, fire, frost. You could actually cycle through some of that shit. But I mean, dude, the combos were stupid. It's probably one of the hardest classes to play, effectively, to be honest. Anyway. But, anyway, so that's the long answer to your question. Nah, I really don't play shooters. You know, if an RPG, like, has some shooting stuff in it type thing, cool. If it's done really, really well, cool. But I played one game, I forget what it was. It was fan-funded, and we played it. I mean, we got through the end of it. Wasn't anything in there to really like it, but it was like Dark Souls with guns type thing. I forget the name of it. I've got it on digital. I don't know, it's probably deleted at this point, but we finished the game. There was a lot of puzzles, too. Wasn't a big fan of the puzzles. Because they were, like, parkour puzzles. And you had to, like, die 1,000 times to memorize how to get through the puzzle. And if you weren't playing with somebody that, you know, could basically do it, then you would spend 3 hours trying to figure it out for yourself. Or a day. Or 2 days or some shit like that. That was kind of annoying.
Time is wasting. Who is going where?
My name is Sister Patrice. I have assumed a burden of charity. This is my charge.
A Cerebos?
I did like Destiny when it came out. I did like Destiny. But even if you built a character, you couldn't build a character to what made sense. You had to build a character. What was
I call him Katoji,
OP.
a bridge between worlds.
And then you had to use your shooting skills for 90% of it anyway.
Feel that peace begins with appeasement.
A good build didn't overcome somebody with a good connection.
He can serve a better purpose.
Type of thing, right?
I want him free. He must be.
Wasn't really a big fan of that. I don't know if it got better with Destiny 2 or I don't know. They got a Destiny 3 now? I wouldn't doubt it.
I'd prefer to avoid making enemies among the Qunari. It would draw notice in all the wrong places. Still, it's hard to walk away from this.
Maybe I'm out of line for saying this, but not starting a war with the giants camped in our city seems like a wise move.
We are each called to act in our own way. Complacency in the Order has all but forced this. If not you, no one. The passage here leads to the Warrens of the Undercity. It is dangerous, but you are capable. I hope you can do this quickly. He is a gentle thing, but he could be so much more.
So I wanted that friendship with Varric. You get like plus 15 or plus 20 rivalry with Anders for this. So Anders wants this to happen too, I guess, as some kind of distraction? I'm going to do this real quick. Sorry, I'm going to have to go around the block one time. Because fighting those assholes right now... What we don't have is chain lightning. And we really want Anders here, so... Dude, you won't ever hear me say that twice in a year. No, we actually don't want Anders anywhere around us ever. Like, at all, not even once, but... I just did that to avoid... I'm trying not to piss off Anders, and it's really, really hard not to piss off Anders, because all you have to do is be honest, and Anders hates it. Ice is a good thing, and then Anders just grows fucking purple hair and you name it. So I'm the tank here. Oh, wow. That's kind of nice. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. That's... Holy shit. We're not... Yeah, we're not using fire anymore. Oh my god. Oh, that's nice. I don't like the fire damage part of it. That's 20 electric. Okay, well, fuck nature, man. I was gonna say, we can use the nature and... That's 18 fire. That's 15 fire. Damn. We got some nice shit here, man. Joe, what's up, man? 22 cold, and we got 24 cold with fire, which sucks. Fire's not good. Got 19 critical and 14 physical. Dude, that's 20%. It's like... Yeah, I mean... Okay, 15% of 18... Well, 15% of 20 would be 3. Right? 15% of 20 would be 3, so that's kind of like sort of the same thing. I could probably really use some frost runes in that. Critical damage. So I hit a lot of crits. Even right now, I hit a lot of crits. I don't know. I don't think it's time to throw that away yet, though.
Hey, Nora. You and me in my room upstairs.
Oh, it's no good here. Spirit. So I still say electricity's... Well, these aren't... Okay, no. Yeah, these aren't, These aren't raiders, these are mercenaries. Mercenaries actually aren't weak to anything, but I think they're immune to nature and cold. I'm pretty sure. Could be wrong on that one, but... Oh, nice, man. Oh, shit. Alright, so what's the next step? Like promotion or different placement or... Nice. Let's see how quick we can kill these assholes.
There you are. I don't let anyone who crossed me get this big in this town. Honor, lads.
We can kill him that fast. I win. That's how that's supposed to look. Oh, wow. Okay. Going for that corporate shit. I think, isn't that, isn't that, like, heavily, like, incentive-based? Like, kind of based on sales type thing? Like, if somebody gets a TV and a surround sound and whatever, and you can go in there and then figure out how to hook it up with their cable, right? Which most people are going to have, or something. Even if they have just a fucking Fire Stick, right? They can go hook that stuff up, and they get hooked up with all their controllers to where they can, you know, and all that, blah, blah, blah. I think it's incentive-based, right? Like, the more tech that's sold from Best Buy that you're actually going to hook up, then you get, like, a bigger percentage. And then, I mean, I know the labor charge it's pretty high. Kind of like going and getting your speakers installed at Best Buy. Spend $200 on speakers, your final bill is like $500. Like, bro, what the fuck? That type of thing. People still get it done if they got the money to fuck off. So, I mean, that's cool, right? Nice. Okay, I still think if the stuff is bought from Geek Squad type of thing, or it's bought from Best Buy, I think Geek Squad like still gets some kind of something. I don't. Y'all don't really work the floor though, so it's not like y'all are like in sales, right? Still, I think there's some incentive thing with the Geek Squad at Best Buy. I believe so. I could be wrong. But I mean, hey, incentive is incentive. The more shit you hook up, the more you make. Everybody wins, right? Oh, wow. So what the hell, bro? Hold on a second. Plus 3 to all attributes. Holy shit. Yeah, this is definitely improving with level up. I don't think we get rid of this staff. Normally I do. I don't think we do that. By the time we're like level 20 something, I think by the time we're level 20 something, this is like plus 5 to all attributes, 15 crit chance, 15 stamina, you know, 30 damage versus demons, or 40 or some stupid shit like that. Like that might actually be a thing. Although you don't really want to use this against demons. The only demons it's good against is Revenants, Orsino, which is a blood mage that's actually weak to spirit instead of immune to it. Every other blood mage is immune to spirit. And Desire Demons are immune to spirit. Arcane Horrors are immune to spirit. Shades are immune to spirit. Like, this is shit versus demons. Now, if this was plus 22 damage versus humans, that would be a thing. That would 100% be a thing. Anyway, so it's plus 3. I just wanted to figure out why my attributes are all fucked up. So this is like 38. That's like 40. And that's like 20. And this is like 13. You know what? I'm going to make her a little bit tankier. Got that done. We got that done. Shit, now we can start talking about things. Start talking about some real shit. True story. Now, she's only going to level up one more time. I could, like, totally give her this. But that would be, like, the only thing out of this entire tree that I would bother with. It's just such a waste. I mean, it's not really a waste of a point. But then when I get her back at the end of Act 3, I could have this shit ready to go. And she could be, like, straight up gangster, too. So I can level this, and she only needs to hit 15 to have that. She's literally got everything else filled out. And then she'll get her what do you call it? Force it's Force Mage tree. It's kind of like the Force tree, sort of. Kind of, but not really. I mean, I guess it basically is. It's more like the Force tree in Inquisition, to be honest. Yeah, basically. I say we just start working towards this. The only reason I would take this is just a cheap little extra. If enemy is elite or higher, hit them with that. If enemy is disoriented, hit them with that. That's the tactic, which will only be elites because Varric only disorients elite or higher targets. So that's not. It doesn't confuse the tactics. You do not want 3 different skills associated with the exact same tactic. If enemy is elite or higher, then do this. And if enemy is elite or higher, then do that. And if enemy is elite or higher, do that too. What the fuck are you supposed to do? I guess whatever's on cooldown, maybe, or just stand there looking stupid and get completely locked up because your AI is confused, which seems to happen more often than not. You can always throw some shit into this too. Like you've got enemy damage resistance in all attacks against a cursed target. But that takes 5 points in this shit. It's not the worst thing ever. It's just a lot of wasted points. So you'd have to have 1, 2... You'd probably take this too. Horror. 3, 4, 5. I guess you could use this too. Theoretically. Six. Yeah, you'd have to spend 6 points on this. Maybe that's not the worst idea. Although I still really like the whole critical chance thing and the spirit damage thing. Because when you get her at the end of Act 3, she's all about spirit damage. I mean, like she's okay. If you fight Meredith, she's gonna do 1/3 of the damage to Meredith by herself. She's kind of gangster like that. Like, seriously. And we've already got this. I used to take this, Glyph of Paralysis. If you've seen my my Let's Play on YouTube, I use that with all my mages. And it's kind of convenient, I'm not gonna lie. It can get a couple enemies to stop for a second, but it says paralyzed duration 10 seconds. Okay, your paralyzed duration on Nightmare is 4 seconds when you upgrade it to 10 seconds. If you just play with this, the paralyzed duration is like 1.5 seconds. And it almost never works on like elites and shit like that. Every blue moon. 100% versus normal enemies. That means 80% versus elites. That means like probably 70% versus bosses. 60% or 50 or 40% versus elite bosses. Yeah, it says duration 20 seconds. If you're paralyzed. Nah, it doesn't last 20 seconds. I don't think it lasts. I don't think the paralysis lasts. Or the, yeah. Yeah, paralysis duration 4 seconds. Or 20 seconds. No, it's like 4. which is actually 2, which when you make it 10 is like 4. Yeah, that's basically what it is. So I always just started calling this a waste, to be honest. Now, theoretically, I think you can cast this on this and get a combo. Yeah, that physical force, if they're paralyzed, I think you can use these 2 as a combo. I know you could in Origins. These glyphs are simplified a little bit. Origins, the glyphs are a little bit more tricky, if you will. I just don't mess with them anymore. Might consider this if we got enough points for it. But right now, I don't know what's going to take for a specialist tree, or if I even want anything in her specialist tree. I might only want like 1 or 2 points and then come in and like fill this shit out. And if I got 6 extra points, I think I actually take this. Now, this is on a single target. This is not friendly fire because it's not AoE. And you can put that just on elite boss because that's the only thing you're going to be fighting that's actually worth a shit once you get Bethany back. So, true story. I think everything here is actually useful. But you're still talking 30 mana. It's 55. That's 75 mana. Just if you wanted to spam these back to back, for example. So you'd have to kind of figure out how to use them. This is not the worst tree. This tree is actually pretty tactical. It's actually useful. That and... Now this... The only reason I don't use this is because... not only the cost, but the fact that if you hit them once, then they wake up. Bro, so I get to attack you once for free? What if your health bar is this friggin' low? Like, what's... Yeah, that's just stupid. I mean, you might get 2 attacks for free. You might take them a turn to wake up and then another turn to do anything. Maybe. Anyway. Just go with this. We wrecked Mirren. We destroyed Mirren right here. Mirren's kind of hard when you're playing a mage. Mirren is actually harder. That's a true story.
Dropping the deep.
Watch where you step.
Someone's left a surprise here for us.
Somebody order a shot in the face? Piece of cake!
The hell of the music. Brr, brr.
Everyone stay still and try not to make any loud noises.
Everybody leveled up on that one. Somebody's gonna level up on this one, I think.
What? Where you step?
I'll deal with this. Let's finish this.
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots?
It's level ups, man. One more.
Stay still and try not to make any loud noises.
Come here, you bastard! Destructive forces of nature coming up!
Another level up. That should be all the traps. And we just got another staff too. Dude, we got like 5 staffs here in the like the last 2 quests or whatever, right? Feels like it. So let's do that. That would be cool. Shit, we got all that, don't we? We can get this. That'll work.
This creature not helping his own escape.
What do we get? Oh, it's physical. Of course it is. It's either physical or spirit, which is 2 things we don't need. Still kind of wondering if we're going to use... Fuck. Yeah, I'm not using nature staff. I'm going to use 2 cold staffs. Because, yeah, screw that. We don't need fire anymore either. We can sell that too. Yeah, don't need that either. True story. Puppy bro, still with us? Dude, watch how quick we destroy these assholes. Like, this is gonna be stupid. Let's see, I've got fire and spirit. I know spirit's okay. Hold on a second. Watch this shit. I'm pretty sure I'm good.
Undercity's feared by all, but there's no shortage of fools with coin who want to test it. What is this thing? Collared like a dog lord's bitch. You some sort of canary lover? Maybe I should get rid of you and see who'll pay the most for your pet.
I don't think it likes you threatening its master. Maybe we let this one pass.
A voice of reason. What's he doing with you?
You lot think you're so damn right. Buying everything, running free marches like me into our own sewers. You want us bound, like this thing? I'll see you dead first.
By the void! Kill it! Kill them all!
Kill them all! Kill them all! I don't know, how do you even spell that?
One less to worry about. There! One less to worry about. They get the idea, Kunari, Katojan.
Explode a hoe.
Calm yourself.
You call that mighty blow? No, it's called explode a hoe. Or a mighty blow, whatever you want to call it.
I'm getting you out of here before you help again. Still clear as a bell. Great.
Why do Kunari have elven ears? That's a good question, right? Okay, so I guess we just already decided on this shit, right? Ooh, arcane. I guess we're going to give that to Meryl. Dude, I think we got enough to get like, shit, like 30 sovereigns or something back from this. We're going to get like 6 or 7, I think, from Patrice. Yeah, we're going to be in like the mid-30s going into the deep roads. Yeah, we've done everything else. Mid-30s, that's not bad. Anything over 30. Anything over 30 is solid. Works for me.
You will hold Basravashidan.
Or what?
I am Arvarad.
Oh, I will.
I claim possession of
Sarabas. I guess I'm gonna hold because you say so.
The members of his Karatam were killed by Talbashah, but their disposal leads only here.
So they're not just communist, socialist, ICE protesters, but they're entitled too. Imagine that. Now, imagine if all the Qunari had purple horns. Where did that come from?
How did I know this job would end in more Qunari?
You speak as if ignorance is your natural condition. The bodies of his slain Karatam could lead only here. I do not know how you come to hold.
This is how all the Charlie Kirk assassins view themselves. This is literally what they see when they look in the mirror.
And if
what you
doesn't
see
want to go back,
when they look in the mirror or their cell phone and they take TikToks of themselves is a purple-haired homosexual thinking it's a girl that's obesely overweight and thinks it's a ninja, and it's going to protest everything good in the world and murder Jesus again. And it just, yeah, that's pretty sure that's the definition of a faceplant. I could be wrong. No, I'm definitely not wrong. I'm 100% correct in saying so. Yeah.
he is bound and abused, and you want him caged. Why?
The power that he has, that all Sarabas have, draws from
Imagine if all mages were done like this. We wouldn't have this problem in the first place.
You fear them?
Like so many others.
Don't just cage the illegal child molester, sex trafficker, drug dealing, murderer, fucking pedophile, rapists. Imprison and ship out everybody who defends them. The world's a whole lot better place then. You might get your country back. Here's the stupidest question you ever asked. You know goddamn well, Anders, it's literally the pedophile abomination of the entire universe. This literally is Satan's asshole on Earth, taking a shit on everything. It's going to kill everybody if it can. And fuck with all the kids first. Then sacrifice them and eat them on Epstein's Island. That's Anders. That's literally Anders. 100%. That's it, that's all. But if you want the result that you want...
I've met with your leader. The Arishok would not want a potential ally challenged in this way.
Claiming to know the will of the Arishok with Sarabas in your care is Marasi Mikari, a child bleating without meaning. The Arishok knows what is to be done with Sarabas who lose their Avarad. There is no greater threat to their control.
You don't care that someone abused your dead to get you here?
No doubt they were cast from your shoulders as you or your partner thieves grew weak.
A false accusation.
It is a crime whose victims are beyond caring. It will be dealt with, but the greater...
Oh, y'all are just going to attack our country now.
It is my role to secure.
Like I said, this is how the woke view themselves. No common sense, no reason, no logic, no truth whatsoever. 100% evil. Yeah, because that's what I'm paid to do. I guess. Anyway, I gotta ask this shit again.
He is bound and abused, and you want him caged.
This is the only way I know to get the proper result.
The power that he
it's an amulet that I actually want for Meryl.
From chaos and demons.
If I was playing a blood mage, I would use the amulet myself.
So you fear them?
True story.
Like so many others.
Shut up, bitch. Gotta listen to that pedophile again, twice. My bad. Sorry to subject you to Anders twice. Sorry you had to be subjected to that shit even once. Listen to this fucking lie from Hawk. This is the worst fucking dialogue option in the entire game.
Are mages like Anders so dangerous?
Of course they fucking are.
You've given no reason to fear him yet.
You waste your breath. He'll never tolerate my kind.
And nobody should.
It's a shame they cannot see our worth.
Oh, now all of a sudden Bethany is consumed by the satanic fucking woke ideology of Anders fucking satanic asshole human being and not a human being thing.
To poison my control. Like this mage, the Q requires your death.
But we're no threat to each other.
Cerebos, you will be no threat to anyone.
And you got a golem rod for your fucking mage. That's interesting. Seems like the dwarfs were onto something, or else the dwarfs got it from somewhere.
This goes on too long. Finish it. This goes on too long. Finish it.
Oh, that was nice. Why is everyone fucking dying here? Such bullshit. I really want to reload that. But I don't think we used any resources, right? We're all good? I don't think we used any resources. Alright, I'm back. I don't think we did. We can just go heal at a, like a, what do you call it? A companion post.
Unbound. Odd. Wrong. But you deserve honor. You are now Pasverad, worthy of following. I thank your intent, even if it was wrong. I know the will of our Varad. I must return as demanded. It is the wisdom of the Qun.
Well, that's gratitude. I thought so you could go die anyway.
I commit to the most difficult choice. The truth of the Qun.
What if it's wrong?
Many before they know certainty.
Give me a second, guys. Alright. I think I'm going to leave this open. Hope that doesn't fuck up our stream, but yeah, anyway. Alright.
My job ended when we exited the city. The rest is up to you.
You know of certainty and borders. You are closer to the Qunari than you admit. Your role would change little if you accepted the Qun. Take this secret thing, Basfaran. Remember this day.
I love what Costa said, man. Ancient Greek soothed the mind. Now it's just to dumb everything down. Like everything else. Like everything else, bro. Seriously. Like everything else. English has been dumbed down.
That poor creature.
Probably 10 times even worse, to be honest.
But clearly Patrice set a trail right to us.
Maybe 10 times
If
even
this
worse.
was her doing, I have a few questions for her.
You can blame certain cultures for it. Either way, doesn't really matter. Oh, we actually got we got some loots. See, that's 8 silver plus another 8 silver. It's another 7.5. Plus, that's probably worth like 1 copper piece, so we won't even really count that. Probably some silver here too. Shit, let's call it 20 silver. Nice. 8, 8, 7, 16, 23, plus 20. About half a sovereign, almost. Second. I'm getting echo here. Kill that. I'm just keeping that open. Keeping it open for a reason. Y'all probably see why in a second. sure I've already done that, right? I mean, I have to have done that already. I can double check real quick though. Oh, let's just heal everybody. Okay, let's just heal everybody for free. Just to double check.
Another time, friend Hawk.
I figured, but just in case. That'd be like another 2 sovereigns, 500 XP. Shit, why not? Alright, we need to go sell all of our shit, but nothing worse than coming out here and having enough money to buy yourself in the deep roads after you've bought everything, and you have to go find a way to, like, piss some of your money off, right?
Leave nothing. It must be clean, with no ties. Well, my helpful associate from the streets. You took the Qunari from the city? Without incident?
I think the incident was rather your idea.
Mind your tongue, dwarf.
Or what?
Please.
Woman chin?
Do speak your mind.
Woman chin?
The bodies of the mages Karatam led right to us. Why?
You come back speaking their language and think to lecture me?
Oh, wow. Don't get a straight answer there, do we?
If the Qunari had murdered you for trying to help their slave mage, then yes, someone might have found that useful. It would have cast doubt on appeasement. Perhaps your death would have been a tragic necessity. Perhaps finding the mage was a rushed opportunity. But all we have now are dead Qunari and the word of a sympathizer.
If, perhaps, why dance around this lie? I'm standing right here.
If a member of the Chantry admitted instigation, I have no doubt it would result in more appeasement. But an accusation from a low-town thug, you are hardly that important. That's not an insult. It's why I chose you. Rest assured, excuses, real or imagined, are not for your benefit.
I won't forget this, sister.
Take your coin. Disappear back into Lowtown.
We're a bigger threat than Lowtown.
I will not make the mistake of looking for help outside the faithful again. The stakes, eternity, are just too high.
We'll be hearing from that one again.
7 sovereigns. Holy shit. Okay, that's actually pretty solid. Not gonna lie. Pretty solid. Now we need to figure out exactly what we need. I would think using this hammer. Let's see, what does this hammer give us? Let's figure it out. It's giving us 20. So at the best, we're probably going to get like 22. But we can get like 26 plus 5. Or we can get 20 plus 8. No, still not as good. All right, so we don't invest anything in this. Probably use this. I'm just going to keep this for Act 2. Act 2 on, this is like a solid ass hammer. That crit damage, all we need is really a crit chance and a speed rune on this. The humans, I don't know if that includes dwarfs. Maybe it doesn't, actually. Yeah, we're not rolling in. We're playing tank. I'm actually going to do tank myself as a two-hander in the deep roads. So that's how that's going to roll. Let's see, I need 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 4 electricity runes, and then I need fuck. I mean, if I'm not going to use that, I'm going to get a free one. Maybe 1, 2, 3 frost runes? Should I guess 3 frost runes,
What am I, your servant?
4 electricity
There's a
runes.
letter for you on the desk.
Alright, so lightning warding. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3. And we still got 30 sovereigns, plus we haven't even sold all that shit that we've got. Right? So that's cool. 1, 2, 3. So that works. What happened? You were ordering. Oh man, what'd you get, bro? What kind of pizza you get? Oh shit, what time is it? Dude, what are you ordering from? You ordering from Pizza Hut? I'm trying to think who's open. I think Papa John's would be closed right now. Are you ordering Pizza Hut or you got a mom and pop place that's open like till like midnight or 1 or I mean it's only Thursday, right? So it's not although I think Thursday is the new Friday. Everything should be open till 2 a.m. from Thursday all the way through Sunday. Including Sunday. Just saying. Late night, Sunday, you want something, everything's supposed to be closed. I'd stay open till 2 o'clock. And let everybody fucking know it, too. That's what I would do. That's just me personally. Sure, why not? Two, really? In your time? Yeah. Let's see. Where I'm at, in Texas, for some reason, everything got, like, real conservative with COVID. So, like, every single Walmart in Texas used to be open 24 hours. Like, 90% of them became, like 9 till 11. On weekends, 11. Any other day, maybe 10 o'clock type shit. Like, every single Walmart got different hours. None of them were open in the wee hours of the morning, like, type shit. Even on weekends. Like, that was horrible, bro. The only thing that stayed legit was Jack in the Box. Jack in the Box is literally the only thing that stayed legit. All the Taco Bells, everybody. Oh, Whataburgers, 24 hours. Whataburger and Jack in the Box, 24/7. Everybody else went to, like, fucking, you have McDonald's closing at 10 o'clock. 11 on a Friday. 11. Sometimes 12. But you don't know. I mean, you have to know which place is, like, dude, it's like, COVID fucked literally everything up. Yeah, like, the Pizza Hut I worked at was 12 or 1. Never past 1. Never past 1. And and Papa John's was basically the same thing. 11 to 12, and then certain times of the year, 12 and 1. Outside of that, yeah, pretty much. At 11 o'clock, that's it. Maybe 12 on a Saturday, Sunday. No, Friday, Saturday. Sorry. Maybe. Depending on the time of the year. Like, that's all we get here. I mean, a conservative state has conservative hours. I don't hate it. I'm cool with it. I mean, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't mind being able to order some shit at 4 in the morning because I'm still up streaming and God damn it, maybe I want some tacos or something, or a pizza, or, you know, some shit like that, right? Nice.
Well. Now it's beginning to all make sense.
Do I know you?
I know him. I thought Bartrand told you to clear off, Dougal.
Calm yourself, Varric. I just wanted to
What
meet
kind of
your
pizza you
brother's
get?
new business partner.
Yes. Bertrand was falling all over himself to enlist my help.
And that's what I need to talk to you about.
Dougal's one of my dear brother's ex-partners.
Bartrand turned aside my offer of help, even though I had the coin to spare. Thing is, I still think it's a promising venture. The fool won't let me invest, but if someone like you invested on my behalf...
Why not? I can never resist a
I'm trying to think. If I were to get a pizza like
I'll
right
give you
now...
what Bartrand needs. Bartrand thinks it's your coin. Then, when the expedition's done, you pay me back
I think...
double. Good luck on your expedition, my friend. We shall meet again.
I think if there's like a deal on a New Yorker, you know, the big ass like extra large pizza that's cut into 6 slices, I would get an Alfredo New Yorker with chicken, mushroom, onion, and caramelized onions. Yeah. Oh, chicken buffalo. There you go, bro. Bell peppers and oh shit. No doubt. Bell peppers and black olives. Oh, nice. Chicken buffalo. I get onions. But I mean, like, totally the green pepper for a little bitter. A bitter with the base, with the sweet. Bitter base sweet. 100% legit, bro. This is like pizza connoisseur type shit right here. And you got 2 of them. 1.5 for tonight, and the rest of whatever's left over in the morning. Once it gets cold and it tastes like completely different than when it was hot, right? Be good to your delivery driver, man. Be good to your delivery driver. Unless you're going to go pick it up. Either way. When you think about your delivery driver, think about me, man. Just saying. Seriously. No, I'm actually being serious. Okay, let's just go do this. We get to go to the deep roads, which is awesome. I wasn't sure if we were gonna actually do that tonight. I didn't know how much I'd actually done, but like we're actually like done. We can't do any more. There's no anything. There's nothing I can turn in that I know of. We're already, dude, think about it. We're already over 2,000 XP into level 12 before we even go to the deep roads. That's pretty cool, actually. I've actually had even more XP than that. I've actually had like almost 2,500. Not sure what else I did. Maybe some codex that I missed or something. Probably. Maybe. Not really sure. Yeah, you know, like something like talking to him or, you know, some shit like that. Not really sure. Yeah, we got over 33.5 sovereigns going into the deep roads. That means we're going to come out with like 50 plus, I think. That's what I believe. And I need to give that to, I need to give that to Meryl too. Come to think of it.
Business is good.
You know what? Actually, I'm actually going to go do that right now. I mean, that's just going to use this shit, so might as well just... Fuck you, Anders. Piece of shit. Yeah, if I'm going to give this to anybody, I'm going to give it to her. Because I'm going to be using her basically halfway through Act 2 throughout the rest of the game. Basically. And then... Yeah, Bethany's going to replace Anders at some point. True story. Might as well give it to her. Okay, so the reason I take this health regen and that blood magic thing is the only thing that Soleil's favor, Soleil's, I don't know how you pronounce that. Anyway, the only thing it gives to Meryl is actually like the spirit damage and +1 magic, which will eventually become +2 magic at some point, I think. Outside of that, it's just like completely irrelevant. This is like so much better. True story. And then, I haven't even respec her, so we're going to have to remember to respec her later in Act 3. Or Act 2, sorry. Very late in Act 2. Right, so... got rid of that. And we are going to take Bethany into the Deep Road, so we're going to get an extra couple hundred XP out of that, too. Which is cool. So, I think we cleared out everything. I think we've got exactly the number of runes that we're supposed to have. I think. I hope. We'll see. There's a hammer that I'm going to get that I don't even have right now, but that's what we're going to use to attack the Rock Wraith, so... See, I'm not putting anything into this hammer. Not yet. But I'm going to keep that for the rest of the game. But I don't want that in the Deep Roads. I mean, I can use it going into the Deep Roads. But, yeah. Anyway. Alright, so... let's see. No need for that. So everything else... I think the only gloves, boots, anything else I have is like level 17 shit. And I think it's just armor and a helmet. We're going to be replacing these gloves. Hell, maybe we find some gloves in the Deep Roads that actually have a rune slot in them. But I think the only way to do that is after you actually get to settle runes into your shit. You know what? I don't really care. I'm gonna kill everything before it can kill us, so it doesn't really matter.
Barrack, where did you get off to? And what are you planning?
Bartrand, so suspicious. I have in fact brought us our future partner.
What? Partner? You stupid nug-humping dirt farmer. Why did you go promising something like that?
Because if we don't get this expedition moving, brother, then we won't have any profits.
Shit, I thought Vegas already got their head coach.
Maybe you have a point.
Is Kubiak in Vegas? Is he already there? Are you asking if he should go there? Because they hired somebody. I don't think it was Kubiak, though. Vegas got somebody. I think. Shit. Hold on. God damn it, now you're gonna make me go question myself. Yeah, hold on a second. Was it Kubiak? Did they actually get? Oh, okay, so yeah, it is Kubiak. Oh, okay. I thought it was... God damn, I swore Vegas... Never mind. Doesn't really matter. Well... right? Okay, so he made Sam Darnold a Super Bowl winner. What do you think he's going to do with that dude coming out of Indiana? Because you know they're taking him first, right? Unless they... I mean, they can't not take a quarterback. Seriously, like, they don't have one. So, I mean, you would think they would take the dude from... What's his face, right? Mendoza, right? Mendoza. The dude from Indiana. Yeah, not just interesting. You got Brock Bowers, you've got Trey Tucker, and you've got two underdeveloped, totally fucking wasted running backs that now you can actually turn them into what they were supposed to be. Yeah. So anyway, yeah, everything you just said. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you put Kubiak there. Yeah, I think Denver is the Chicago of the West. So I think Chicago had the best time it's ever going to have. Sorry, man. I don't care what you think about Detroit's coach. Because that's not a Chicago coach, it's a Detroit coach. Yeah, I don't care what you think. I don't know that you develop that any better. I know Chicago made a few coaching changes, right? The biggest coaching change to me personally, and yeah, that's pretty sick for the West, is the NFC East. Harbaugh going to the Giants and inheriting their fucking tight end and Malik Neighbors and what's his face and Jackson Dart and inheriting all that shit, who they weren't even coached and they still just did what they did. Bro, like that, I mean, that's an injury away from being nothing, but on the same token, like that's kind of like the Baltimore Ravens of the NFC East. Because he's inheriting the exact same thing he just left and couldn't win with, but they're going to make some noise. That to me was a huge hire. Like that was a really huge hire. I really wanted Harbaugh to come to Green Bay and get rid of fucking the Flower, because our ceiling is just barely over 500. You know, I'm a Green Bay fan, so yeah, we just all we did was extended our ceiling, which is lower than your floor. The LaFleur is the floor, which is here's winning and here's fucking dying consistently. That's all we did. I don't know why they extended fucking Matt LaFleur and didn't get Harbaugh. Harbaugh was supposed to come Green Bay, but didn't happen. And if he didn't come to Green Bay, Tomlin was supposed to come to Green Bay. That didn't happen either. No, we extended our floor, which is the same thing as our ceiling. LaFleur and the floor, the flower is the floor, which is our ceiling, which is the fucking floor. So anyway, sorry, just had to get a little bit bitter right there. That's it. That's all. So Kubiak with, I mean, if you get Sam Darnold to win a fucking Super Bowl, and I don't think, I believe Seattle did not commit one single turnover through the entire playoffs. Not a single one. Not a fumble, not an interception. If I'm not mistaken. I don't think there was a single, I think that's like the first time ever in the NFL that any team has gone 0 for whatever on turnovers throughout the entire playoffs. Dude, you're playing defenses that are trying to obviously turn your shit over, and they didn't commit one single turnover. Does Seattle turn the ball over in the Super Bowl? If they did, then I guess that's whatever, but I don't think they did. They forced turnovers, but I don't think they had a single turnover on their own. You got Sam Darnold showing you why the Jets picked him first, but never had any coaching. And then he went to wherever he went and didn't have any coaching. Oh, no, he went to Minnesota and then won like, I don't know, 14, 15 games, and then you cut him, right? And then he goes to Seattle and wins the Super Bowl because you wanted the true number 9 in Minnesota. Tell me the purple incarnation of Satan didn't get what it deserves. Oh my God. That's awesome. That is fantastic. That's in my division. But no, Vegas goes to the playoffs next year. I'm pretty sure, with a rookie quarterback. I would bet on that. I don't know. The odds are against it, right? So I would bet on that. If I had a prop bet in Vegas right now, that the Raiders go to the playoffs, not Super Bowl, just go to the playoffs next year. I would bet on that. They got all the pieces in place. They just never really had a coach and didn't really have a quarterback either. Now they got both. I don't care if they lose their first 4 games, still make the playoffs. You think I'm not taking some Raiders in fantasy next year? You think I'm not? Oh, Trey Tucker? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Brock Bowers, if I can get him, because he was a disappointment this year. I bet you he doesn't go in the first round on every fucking draft next year. True story, right? Although I still think, I don't know, you know what's crazy? Is everything that made Arizona amazing on offense making, what's his name, man? You had McBride, but who's their quarterback? Turned into fucking Brett Favre last year and was throwing like 500 yards a game for like 15 fucking touchdowns and still losing. Green Bay hired that dude, like their quarterback's coach, to be like our quarterback's coach. Crazy enough. But then hired their defensive coordinator to be on our defense. Oh, that makes sense. That's like going to Dallas looking for defensive players to save you. Yeah. They're even talking about Green Bay getting George Pickens. Dude, what the fuck, bro? I'm not looking to Dallas for success ever on anything. I'd rather just go through the draft. But that's just my opinion. Yeah, as far as the ball goes, honestly, I swore I heard another name going to Vegas, though. Holy shit. Saleh went to Tennessee? Oh. Wow. Well, they're going to be a defensive powerhouse. You know that. Regardless, right? That dude's... Saleh's a friggin' defensive, like... He's like Ron Wolf in scouting. Saleh's like the defensive Ron Wolf on defense. Just... Dude, anybody in there just plug and play. All of a sudden, you're a Pro Bowler, if not a Hall of Famer, just because he's coaching you. Right? I didn't know that. Fuck. I thought... Dude, I swore he was staying in Frisco. So is Saleh the head coach in Tennessee now? What are they going to do for offense? I don't know who Brian Daboll is. I don't know who that is. I know who Saleh is though. That dude's a fucking dude. Why would he? They must have paid him a lot of money to leave. You got to be head coach, right? Got to be head coach. Saleh's not doing a lateral. You got to, in order to get Saleh out of Frisco, you got to make him head coach. But who's Daboll? Or Daboll, I don't know, however you say it. I have no idea who that is. I literally have no idea. I don't know every single name in the NFL. I don't study it like I used to years and years ago. I don't know, man, the pedo bowl. The fucking pedo bowl. And that's exactly what I'm going to call it. Forever. The pedo bowl. Organized, supported, promoted by fucking pedos, and everybody that invested in the Super Bowl got shit on by pedos who should be on Epstein's list. Molesting, murdering, raping, and eating children. That's who organized the halftime show. And Bad L, I'm not going to call it Good L, I'm going to call it Bad L, insisted that that's what happens. And they don't even have subtitles because this fucking Hispanic, American flag-burning, fucking pedophile, sodomite piece of shit was talking about fucking in the ass the entire halftime show. That's why they didn't have subtitles. Are y'all aware of that? That's exactly what happened. So that kind of turned me off to Ball. Ball was the last head coach for the Giants. So what is he now? Is he offensive coordinator? I guess in Tennessee, offensive coordinator. That wouldn't be the worst idea. But I guess I'd have to go look that up. Anyway, yeah, that kind of turned me off to football entirely. It's not the National Football League. It's the international. Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna drop it. Oh, that's actually just a really good idea. Yeah, that's a crazy hire. Yeah, no, true story. That's a crazy hire. I haven't been keeping up. I've been looking for whoever Green Bay got, type of thing. Hadn't really been keeping up with like everything. I'm kind of curious who Harbaugh hires as an offensive coordinator, though. That's what I'd be curious about in that instance right there, because you need some continuity. You got like it's kind of like a chandelier offense. Like everybody's just a broken ankle away from the entire thing falling apart. But if you got Neighbors and you got what's his name, Theo Johnson, you got their tight end in place. You got Old Reliable, that other receiver. Shit, I can't even believe I can't remember his name because I had him on half my freaking fantasy teams. I guess you still got Singletary. They're only a running back away from improving, to be honest. Probably take a rookie running back that's decent, fast, can catch. Find a rookie running back that can catch and is fast enough. You can replace everything you got. You can drop all that shit, right? I hate to say it, but I mean, seriously. I know Singletary and blah, blah, blah. No. You just find a running back that's fast and can catch. You're good with the Giants. But I mean, Harbaugh is more about... Remember, Harbaugh is not going to have King Henry now. So... But he knows that, right? Do you go for another King Henry type back? That's not what the Giants need. The Giants need a scat back. They need somebody who can get the fuck out there and catch that shit in the flat and make 30 yards after the catch. 30 yak plus. That's what Harbaugh needs with that team. You go for another fucking King Henry wannabe. I could see that blowing up in the Giants' face. I really could. I could see it blowing up in the Giants' face. Harbaugh definitely didn't know how to use what's his face in Baltimore. Didn't know how to use him. You got the same thing in the Giants, and you're gonna use him right this time, quote unquote. You're gonna use him right this time. A poor man's version of what you just had. We'll see. I'd like to see who their offensive coordinator is. Just saying. I mean, those are good points, right?
It's very comforting.
What I'd love is the coin to back up my brother's confidence. How about it, human?
Jackson Dart doesn't get anything that he got without the head coach they just lost, in my opinion. Unless they keep the same offensive coordinator that the Giants had. And Harbaugh comes in and says, okay, just keep doing what you're doing. We'll get you the pieces you need. Now, I can see him doing that too. And then it's not going to blow up in their face. And then they'll just beat the fucking Cowboys 3 times a year. I'm totally cool with that. Outscore those useless fucking cheerleaders in football uniforms. Pieces of shit.
The coin should be delivered to you shortly.
You're joking. What did I tell you, Bartrand? Not bad for a human. All right, partner.
Who did Atlanta get?
Profit between you, me, and Vera.
That, you know what? I'd like to hear that.
Need a decent entrance into the deep roads.
Because Atlanta has action to make some noise in the South next year. Like, a lot of action. If they can just learn not to lose by 1 or 2 points every single game, they'll go like 15-2. Seriously. Falcons. Oh, Kevin Stefanski. Oh. Bro. And he's got Jeff Ulbrich too? Huh. Matt Nagy? Wait, wasn't Matt Nagy? Hold on a second. All right, give me a second. Matt Nagy. All right, now you got me. Everybody's here to watch fucking Dragon Age 2, but I'm like, hold on a second, man. Like you said, we got to talk some ball, right? He's claim to fame is to drive the Kansas City Chiefs right. Stefanski is not a bad hire. I'm sorry about the Browns, but the Browns would just kill anybody. Like, they're so mismanaged. They're managed about as well as the New Orleans Saints, whose management just destroys. That they get all the talent. They get teams that can put up 50 points and hold you to 3 points, and they score 30 points and they allow you to score 40 points. That's what management does. And yeah, just it shit rolls downhill, right? Stefanski actually is not a bad hire. I think he revives himself. But Matt Nagy is the one who drove the Kansas City offense into the ground, right? The last couple of years. Turned them from, like, you know, top 5 to bottom 5 in the last 3 years. And you're going to send him to the Giants? Damn. Well, that's... Sorry, man. Okay, you're going to try to rely on the thing you don't have in the Giants, which is defense. I mean, it's mediocre. You could probably make it better. It'll be a little bit above mediocre, but you're going to take a really good offense with a lot of playmakers and stifle them and suffocate them. Bad hire. Honestly, I think the Giants underperformed this year under that coaching staff, which is good to know. So I think Malik Neighbors might even go first or second round again this year. I don't think he's worth it. Who's your first round pick on receiver this NFL draft or fantasy draft next year? I think JSN has a drop off personally. They're going to do some shifting and moving and, you know, like all that type of stuff, right? I don't know what's going on with Joe Burrow, so we'll see what happens when the trade deadline comes around. But the one receiver I've got on my radar, seriously, is Drake London. And I think you might even be able to get him in the second round. Means you'd probably take a back in the first round. If Atlanta gets rid of Algiers, then I would take Bijan again. First round. Again. I'm not going to say he's due for an injury, but that's the only, like, downside to that. McCaffrey, I still don't trust McCaffrey. I know he had a solid year this year. He was a league winner this year. Go figure. I think that was his last hurrah, personally. Although he could just be like, what was that other Frisco running back that just kept on and he restructured, he like rebuilt both of his ankles like 18 fucking times and still just kept running and running and running. Trying to remember his name. He was a Frisco running back. It was like he was like literally his ankles were made of like steel and shit. Ted McMillan? Oh yeah, he'd be good. Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, you're talking about for like first round? No, I'm talking about first round fantasy draft. Like, who would you take as your first receiver? If you were like top 10 or top 12, if you know, in your first round, if you're not taking a running back, who would you take as your receiver? I'm looking at Drake London. Then I'm looking at Kyle Pitts as a tight end. I'm looking at Tucker Kraft again as a tight end. Might be able to get him later. Not really sure. Running backs, Bijan is still... I mean, if Algier's going to be there, they might be trying to, like, put Algier in Bijan's place to find an excuse to get rid of Bijan. That would suck. They kind of did that a little bit this year. I don't know. To get rid of Algiers and just say Bijan's going to give us at least 2 more years type thing, Bijan goes the fuck off, I think. That'd be the only running back I would take in the first round. Not taking McCaffrey. No, I'm taking a receiver. And I don't know if without Burrow, I don't take Jamar Chase. I just don't take him. I don't think I take JSN, and I don't take Amon-Ra either. I think Detroit's on the decline. They're going to start losing more pieces than they have. So, man, I'm serious. Like Drake London, man. Drake London, Kyle Pitts. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I took Barkley in the first round on 2 different leagues. He lost both those leagues for me. Jahmyr Gibbs got vultured a lot by what's-his-face, Williamson, I think. Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs, he was running back. I don't know. I mean, he might have still been top 12 at the end of the day, maybe. I don't think Barkley was Saquon was... I had him a couple times. Lost both those leagues for me. The couple times that I actually was able to draft him. I drafted him the same way, too. Dude, he like fell off for like 7 weeks straight. Caused you to... He was a league loser. And Jahmyr Gibbs was a league loser. Amon-Ra St. Brown was a league loser. A true story. If you didn't have Puka, if you didn't have... Drake London was out a good part of the year. But when he was in there, he was killing it. I think a sleeper sneaky, but you probably don't have to spend a first rounder on him, is what's his face that went from the Raiders to Jacksonville. That receiver, because he started coming on towards the end of the year, and he only had a couple weeks with what's his face, and they started going the fuck off. Yeah, Jacoby Myers, whatever. Yeah, that receiver, that would be a sneaky. If you can get him the second or the third, Yeah, it's going down. I would like to see if he falls to the third. I would take him. And then the fourth, I would start picking up tight ends. I'd probably go receiver, running back, receiver, or tight end, whatever's the best available. You kind of hope you're like towards the end of the draft, so that, you know, if you're like 11th, it goes 12, then it goes 12, and then it comes back to 11 again, and you hope you can pick them up, you know, both of them. Yeah.
These might be just what we need.
Yeah, Jahmyr Gibbs was amazing the year before last, and the year before that. Last year he was, I'm not gonna say he wasn't garbage. He was
a wizard did it.
I mean, Josh Jacobs did as good as he did.
We just picked the most promising one.
Josh Jacobs was hurt the entire second half of the season. Still gave you the same points. You can go look it up on fantasy and see if I'm lying, but
let me know as soon as you're ready and we'll head out.
Yeah, Gibbs didn't do all that. At least not when it mattered. Yeah, Saquon was a huge disappointment. I mean, maybe he has a bounce back next year. They got a new offensive coordinator, right? So is it going to be running back centric or not? Now, their offensive coordinator that they had this year, they got rid of him. And I think they hired somebody from Green Bay, actually, to go up there and coordinate the offense. So, and they're pretty run-centric in Green Bay. So, yeah, you might, I mean, I don't know that Saquon even goes in the first round this year. I think people might shy away from him a little bit. You might be able to pick him up in the second. I seriously doubt he goes to the third, just period. But what if he did? What if you get him like if you're the first pick in the third and he's available, and you just got like a killer ass fucking receiver and then maybe another good running back, then you could pick him up too. Then you start looking at tight ends. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's possible, I guess. I doubt it, but it's possible.
So are you ready?
Anyway.
It's a long trek. If you have any business you need to wrap up here, you'd better do it now.
I think I'm set. I think I'm set. Pretty sure.
And let's not waste any more time. We've chosen one of the hidden entrances. The deep roads there will be nice and virginal, ready for a good deflowering. Ha!
Now there's an interesting image.
It'll take a week for us to get to the depth we need. There are bound to be leftover darkspawn from the Blight. Big risks, big rewards.
Risks? Rewards? What could be better?
Exactly! Now, before... Wait. Who invited the old woman?
I'm sorry to interrupt.
She's not that old, man.
But I need to speak.
Slap the shit out of the dwarf. Don't talk about my mama like that, bitch.
I told you not to get involved with this.
Even if I have to reach below my knees to slap you in the face.
Are you planning on taking Bethany with you?
I can't leave Bethany behind. I need her.
Mother, I'll be fine. I want to go. It's not fine. You can't both go. What if something will happen to you? You, I understand wanting to do
She doesn't give a shit about you. She only cares about
I beg you.
It's the
twins. She lost one of the twins.
At least I'm
I mean, if you had a twin child and you lost one of them, and you're about to lose the other one too, and you already know that your first child is stubborn and hard-headed, I still think the message that you don't matter as much as your siblings, I think that's a fucked up message, but it's still kind of a real one. It doesn't have to be the right one. It's just what people might do. I don't know, if I were to parent, I would try to keep it even keel, but I don't know if that's even possible, to be honest. And another thing, Joe, don't forget about Omarion Hampton with the Chargers. Don't forget about him. I'm not saying he's your next Christian McCaffrey, but and he's no LaDainian Tomlinson, but yeah, he's probably my first running back. Now if I got Bijan, because with Stefanski, I think you run even more, maybe. Not really sure, man. I mean, they were pretty balanced last year, and Bijan went the fuck off, so probably more of the same. So Bijan, I mean, if I got a chance at Bijan in the first round, I'm just taking him. That's it. I'd rather have a receiver, but whatever. But Omarion Hampton, I think that's my RB 1, 2, 3, top 5 RB next year. Definitely taking Omarion Hampton. Unless he wounds up injury prone, you know, like a Bucky Irvin type thing. You can't predict that. But I think he got his injury out of the way type thing. And the Chargers are going to run the ball and catch the ball with the running back and score some shit. In fact, the Chargers will be better next year than they were this year. I believe. Under Harbaugh, the other Harbaugh, he is. He's gangster as fuck. When he came back, he had I had him like several rosters. I got him like early and just kept him. And he was injured like all that time. And he came back in that first game back, he only had like a 5-point game. Okay, cool. The next game, it went up. And then, I think by then I was pretty much out of it. But yeah, dude, they give that dude the rock. He carries the rock. He's going to be better next year. So that's, I mean, honestly, I might just roll the dice and just hope he's around in round 2. Take a receiver. Like I say, Drake London, man, I don't know, man. I'm trying to see, he's got continuity with everything that the Falcons have in place. Okay, we haven't seen the trades. The trades are going to come up, right? But I don't see the Falcons getting rid of any of their skill positions. They don't get rid of Kyle Pitts. They don't get rid of Bijan. Now, if they get rid of Bijan, then I take Algiers. Yeah, that's I take a receiver, then running back, take Hampton, then I take Algiers, then I fucking find a tight end, and then I just pick up just any old quarterback, because Jacoby Brissett was quarterback 1 for the year. The second half of last season, Jacoby Brissett with the Arizona. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, the dude that made Jacoby Brissett, like Brett Favre, he's in Green Bay now. Yeah. That's pretty cool. So we're going to throw the ball a little bit more, I think. And if we do, we'll actually win some games. Maybe. I'm grasping at straws as a Green Bay fan. Don't take all my hope away, man.
Bethany, I beg you. Don't go. Don't do this.
I'll be fine, Mother, I promise. This will work out for the best. You'll see.
Oh, Aronde Gadsden? If I can get Kraft or Pitts first, Aronde Gadsden is my tight end 2. Quarterback next year. I think
been a long time coming.
I'll probably roll the dice. I'll take Tyler Shuck with New Orleans, because remember, second half of last year, Tyler Shuck and Jacoby Brissett and Jackson Dart were like 3 of the top 5. Second half of last year. They're just going to get better.
To spread subversion against the Chantry.
Their injury, well...
But you claim this wasn't the case.
Dart is injury prone.
Just
but...
to have dealings with the Canary, join forces with a known raider...
That motherfucker will throw to himself. He'll literally throw to himself. He'll get passing yards and receiving yards and a touchdown all in the same play. I'm serious.
Simple.
Like, what the fuck is that?
You what your friends did?
That's some fantasy shit right there.
Do I need to tell you how many lives have been lost? How many more will be lost? You cannot sit there and tell me she is innocent.
I don't know if innocent is the right word exactly.
She must have known. Somehow the champion knew what was down there, That's why she wanted to join your expedition.
No.
No. None of us knew. If we had...
True story.
She wouldn't have let her sister step foot into that blighted hole.
Is that so? Then tell me your version of what happened on this expedition.
Well, we entered the deep roads as planned, but we didn't get very far.
This entire game is Varric's retelling of the story, and you get to kind of tweak that a little bit, which is actually pretty cool.
There's been a collapse. The way forward is blocked.
What? Is there some way around?
Not that I've been able to find. The side passages are too dangerous.
Useless! What am I paying you blighters for?
Poor dwarf. Come on, bro.
Problems, brother?
Sounding deep roads. Who knows how long it'll take to clear the path?
Shall we not try to?
You know, I think it's possible Dallas might dump C.D. Lamb and keep Pickens. Kind of curious where C.D. Lamb might go. But then George Pickens would be like your stupid number one. Hate to say it, but if I don't know. I mean, even if not, I think Pickens. I think it's going to be like another Micah Parsons type thing. I think Pickens just want to go somewhere where he can win. You can't win under Jerry. Jerry's never won and is never going to. And Jerry refuses to die, so it's going to be the same thing. If you're a Dallas fan, well, you don't know football anyway if you're a Dallas fan, so don't really care what your opinion is. But, yeah.
See? This is why you bring someone like me along.
We'll take a look.
Possible that they might drop all that salary cap if they can. Trade him off somewhere. Get somebody else to pick up the tab.
Find a way around.
I can see that happening.
Do it quickly.
This is why I left the Wardens. I hate the blighted deep roads.
I hate to add to your burdens, my friends, but I fear I must. I fear my boy Sandal wandered off. He's somewhere in those passages right now. I beg you, keep an eye out for him. He just doesn't understand danger like he should.
We'll bring him back in one piece. Or maybe two. Hard to say, really.
Poor Sandal. I can't believe he's done this.
Oh, another stud-ass running back?
Quickly, then.
To pick up later, Joe, is Woody Marks with Houston. Woody Marks. It's a little bit of a stretch, but if he's still the number one going into next year, pass catching, running, scoring, dude's a little like, he's like a Bijan, he's like a poor man's Bijan type of thing.
I swore I would never
There's that too. And if Houston gets any kind of offensive line at all, like even a college offensive line, which they didn't even have, and they still went into the playoffs, won like 10 straight or some shit, right? Get any kind of offensive line at all, Woody Marks. That's like the last name on your list, right? That dude was a killer. Just, he didn't have anybody blocking for him at all. Crazy shit, right? Definitely something to consider. Old. Electric's good. Nice. Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna go refill. It's about time to get busy. So what we're looking for here... Back to the game. Man, love the football talk, though, man. That's, oh, man, I wish the NFL just hadn't gone just, like, straight up woke and straight up pedophile. And straight up supporting everything that's evil and fucking hating everything that's good. You can't pray in the end zone, but you can talk about fucking somebody in the ass in the Super Bowl, but as long as you don't have subtitles, you're just going to assume that anybody that matters doesn't know better. That's literally what happened at the Super Bowl. And then the one before that wasn't really much better. So America's biggest game, to where you're unified, to come together, is the most divisive shit you've ever seen in your entire life. Who gives a fuck about the rest of the sport? And if that's all they're doing, and look, they're promoting gambling so badly, it's impossible that the games aren't rigged now. Everything about every single game is all about FanDuel and shit like this. You can't be legit and be promoting shit like that. There's billions of dollars involved. It has to be rigged. It's impossible that it's not. If you think it's not rigged, you almost have to be stupid at this point. And that sucks. That really, really sucks if you're a football fan. Horse neigh. That horse neigh. It's the Oathbreaker, I think that has like a base 26 damage on it. Is this the one, or maybe it's the next one? Yeah, it's got a base 26, and then it's got a rune slot for 5 more, so now you're talking about 30 base damage on pretty much everything. Yeah, you can give this 20 plus 4, you can give that 28, or you can give this 31. It's the stupidest looking hammer in the entire game, in my opinion. Just saying, just throwing that out there. But that's just the worst looking great hammer I've ever seen ever. Like, who the fuck designed that and thought that was a good idea? Whatever. Anyway.
How long do you suppose it's been since anyone walked here? Other than Darkspawn, I mean.
Since anybody walked here? I mean, the maps are here, so somebody between the first Blight and now mapped this place, and the maps got to the surface, so somebody somehow survived this shit. But apparently, yeah, maybe these were like scouts and whatever that set up these camps and shit. Or it's just Darkspawn stuff. That's possible too. I win. I didn't have to touch him. It's just... I win. Cool. So I guess that's what, a nature staff? It's a Cold staff, great, but I think it's probably a nature staff. It's nature. So we don't need that. 22 electricity plus 20 electricity. Let's do this for this right here. Dude, what if we left this area with like 50 sovereigns at the end of the day? That'd be pretty cool, right?
Easy.
Can you imagine? Okay, we didn't get shit there, to be honest. Alright, well, I'm the only one that can get aggro, get threat. The AoE threat is actually pretty significant, so... Well, that's the damage you're supposed to be doing here. Although that was actually really close to just being bad, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie. That was really close to going south real quick. If Bethany doesn't heal me right there, and if you notice, the game glitched. Alright, so if you see right next to my cam box, you see that my health bar is stuck at like 30%. And now it's okay. But is it really okay? Or am I literally stuck at 30% health until I reload? Right? So, if the UI is actually breaking user interface, if it's actually breaking, then I've got to, I gotta reload. I've gotta reload. No choice. See if we can get a fresh start. I want the game to play like it's and see. Look at the bottom left. Loading, loading, loading. You can't save. If you save while it's doing that at all, auto save, any kind of save, the game will corrupt all of your saves. Or at least that save and the previous save. Still loading. In the main menu, it's loading in the main menu. See what I'm saying? It's completely broken. It's still loading in the main menu. That doesn't exist, right? Well, there you have it. What can't possibly happen is actually happening. Crazy, right? Area that doesn't exist in the main menu is still loading, which doesn't exist. Crazy. Maybe just wait a little bit. Maybe just wait, like... socialbioware.com. Does that even exist? I don't think it does anymore. social.bioware.com. Log into the Dragon Age servers that don't exist anymore. They literally don't exist. So... Alright, let's see. I was trying to get rid of one glitch. I might have created like 10 more. Let's see if waiting just a little bit makes a difference. No, it's the perma-loading. It's still loading forever. So you have to reload again the load that you have with the load on top of the load, which is already loading, eternally loading. And if it's still loading, then you can't save, because that means you can't load a save that's already loading, because it's eternally loading while it's loading. It's always loading just forever. And if you have a save over the load, then it's going to fucking corrupt all your saves that you're trying to load. And literally, that's exactly what the fuck that is. We're doing all right here, though. This hammer's gangster as shit. Not gonna lie. It looks stupid as fuck. It looks woke as a bitch, but... Nice. Here we got Sandal Bro. Sandal Bro, the original tranquil dwarven mage that can still do magic shit just because he feels like it.
Uncle, isn't that Bodan's boy?
I wonder how old Sandal is. Got gray hair. What is he, like 6,000, 7,000 years old? Just wandering to and fro.
Hello.
Being cool as fuck. Saving all the people trying to save the world. I wish we could have gotten some kind of explanation as to what Flemeth has to do with Sandal. Neither of them have elf ears. And elves seem to be pretty much behind everything, including Corypheus. Okay, the elf ears are hidden behind some fucking red lyrium bullshit or whatever, but even the Tevinter Magisters all wear cowls that have elf ears on them. Even though they're not elves, they're fucking humans, but they're worshipping their old god masters, which were all sent to the abyss by Solus, who is also a fucking elf, who has the hots for Flemeth, and Flemeth, being the bottom feeder that she is, gives in to Solus and gives Solus her soul, because Solus has fucked over everybody, including Flemeth. That's pretty much how the lore goes, as far as I know, but we'll never hear the rest of it, because we got Failguard, which is only about your underage 7, 8, 9-year-old children cutting their fucking dicks off if they're a boy, because a boy is a boy and a girl is a girl. There's nothing else. Nothing else exists except mental illness. Yeah. Then you got Failguard. So we'll never hear the rest of the story. We'll never hear how this shit pans out. But we knew that because we played Inquisition, which is only 5% Dragon Age. They'd already gotten rid of the foundation of the entire storyline, which is blood magic. Blood magic and fighting against blood magic. Woke and being a Christian, if you want to put that in modern perspective. And so they just got rid of it, because it might offend somebody that doesn't know the truth in the first place. And that's the only way you would actually buy their fucking game, is if you had no truth in your head, in your forehead, at all.
I'd really like to know how you managed to kill all of them.
Crazy, right? Boom!
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 And how did you do that?
Not enchantment.
Well, if it wasn't enchantment, it was a fucking spell. So let's just... For real, bro.
Smart boy. Come on. We still need to find a way past that collapse.
Nice. This is a killer-ass ambush right here. It could be so sick. If you do it right, it can be so sick. Supposed to be like 1,000 XP ambush. I'm guessing like a golem shows up or something. I don't know. I've never seen the rest of that ambush. Sometimes I kill them so fast, which I just did, but they spawn the second part of it. I've walked out of here like with like 200 something XP, and I'm like, ain't no fucking way. It'd be like a weird number, like 286 or 226 or some bullshit number, right? Anyway. It's really good ambush for a two-hander, though. Where two-hander actually shines is in Act 3. Act 3. Act 2, you run into a lot of problems. A lot of things that kill you before you can actually do anything. Which sucks, obviously. Dude, that music is just so beautiful. I love the level up music, or soundbite, tone, whatever you want to call it, and I love the level up stuff, and the getting a, what do you call it, collectible type thing, right? Love the music, man. Love it, love it, love it. Everybody to stay.
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots. Piece of cake. Everyone stay still and try not to make any loud noises. Someone's left a surprise here for us.
Wow. That was about... I've never actually had that happen before, so... I guess that was... not cool in every sense of the word. Alright, okay. So... I guess we're gonna have to get some more of these. I'm not gonna spend that. I'm just not gonna spend that. I'm not gonna spend resources that I don't have to spend because the game is broken. Alright, so we're just gonna do this. Okay. And then we're just gonna do this. Okay. Nice.
Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots? I love doing that. Easy as pie. Piece of cake. Watch where you step. We're good to go. Now that's just rude. What are they trying to do? Ruin my boots?
Somebody ordering chocolate face?
Spend shit. But now my health is broken again. My health is actually broken again. You see it? It's actually broken. Now if I go to the start menu and come back, it's actually full again. Imagine that. Like literally the UI is broken again, the save is broken again, the game is broken again, it's not playable anymore, and I'm supposed to go on and it's we're not even at the end of Act 1. And the game is like becoming less and less playable as we go on. That's what we're actually dealing with. I mean, fuck it. You know what? At this point, it doesn't even matter. It really doesn't even matter. If I get 3-shotted, that means my health bar is now this long. Even though it says it's this long, it says it's this long. Now it's this long. Even though it says it's this long. And that's what I'm actually dealing with. On any given map, at any given area, at any given time. $1.98. That's fucking garbage. Alright. So, nobody's using this. Like, literally nobody's using that. Wicked Darkspawn Hammer. That actually sounds pretty cool. Might actually use that if that was a thing. So you got that. That's cold. That's electric. That's really cool. Not gonna lie. 20 electric or 26 electric. Got 22 electric. Okay. Might be able to use that later, I guess. That's nice. Not gonna lie, that's actually pretty nice. Can't really use any of that either. That's the shitty part. Nobody's using that. Nobody's using this. It's 26, 21. I guess we get rid of this. 26 is 26. I mean, that's just basic, right? Let's see what we got here. If we can do this first run, that'd be amazing. Let's try this. One time. Should have reset as soon as the UI broke again. Not even 5 minutes before it broke the first time. But probably like the 9th time. But now it's the fucking 10th time, and I should have reset right then. I should have reset it. I didn't. My bad. It's going to do the eternal load now. It's like, oh, it's not doing the eternal load. No shit. Okay, well, I'm just going to go ahead and save right here then. Because it apparently corrected itself. Let me just save over a shit fucking garbage corrupt save. And let's see what happens. Let's see what happens now. And I'm not going to just... So, aggro is broke, AI is broke, Varric is not doing his job at all, period. Just not doing anything. Like, the game has to operate in a certain way. You have tactics set up to control the AI. Nothing is actually working. Like none of it's working. The game is completely fucking broken right now. You know what, actually, let's see. Let me restart the console. All right, let me make sure it's cycled through its restart. This game will literally corrupt your entire fucking console. It literally actually will. True story. Now, that sounded like something from Mass Effect, and that makes me want to play Mass Effect. But, so let's see. That was a quick restart. I don't think it helped any, but we'll see. I'm clearing the cache every single time I do this, too, by the way. Just holding down any of the buttons. The Y button definitely works. Tested. True story. It's a shame. Like, this should not be happening. At all. Like, period. In the conversation. This tells us how Zebenkek is going to go, and the Gauntlet is going to go, and any of the DLCs are going to go, and anything after Act 1 is going to go, and this tells you how fucking broken and garbage and fucking dog shit asshole and woke fucking Epstein's Island fucking child molesting, murdering, raping, and eating fucking dog shit ass fucking agenda that's controlled all of our fucking video games, all of our entertainment, all of our industries, all of our fucking medicine, all of our religion, all of our fucking news, all of our fucking everything. Definitely our politicians, because they're the one buying all the babies that are disappearing, 500,000 of them a year, to fucking eat them and sacrifice and murder them so that they can just be elites, even though they have no talent and they don't produce anything for the world, and all they do is lie, take all of your money, and misdirect it towards Satan. And if you're a Christian, they definitely fucking hate you, and they're taught to hate you from kindergarten, where they're taught that chopping their dicks off is a good thing, and fucking somebody in the ass, which I don't know how you can do that without a dick, but they don't tell the children that. That's all they're good for. In our video games, well, there you have it. Anyway, just saying. I win. What the fuck is this shit? Did we get sovereigns for this? If we didn't get sovereigns, I'm reloading again. I'm reloading again. I'm not accepting that. That's complete fucking bullshit. That's complete bullshit. Those little baby dragons were doing like 70 fucking trillion damage per attack that they didn't even do. They're like instantly wiping my party. No, man, that's not how the game works. That is literally not the game. Our saves are so corrupt now, I don't think it's playable. In fact, if anybody even gets close to a knockout here, I'm just going to do something else tomorrow. We're not even playing this anymore. Let's go ahead and lay that foundation real quick.
How about you?
I said I was going to do it. That's what I'm going to do. That's it. That character is wasted. That's it. That's all. I said I was going to do it. I'm a bitch if I don't. So there you have it. All right. Well, let me figure out if I can find a way to erase all these fucking save files. Yep. Yeah. That's we're going to do something else tomorrow. I'm not doing this anymore. Even though this character was gangster as fuck, I believe all of our save files are so corrupt at this point that they're unplayable. I think. If I said I was going to do it, I'm going to do it. So I guess that's it. That's all. All right. So that's it. All right. I guess I'll catch you guys tomorrow. We're going to be definitely playing some other game. That's it. All right. Good night, everybody. I will catch you guys in Antosha. God damn it, man. I mean, there's always the thing of beating the cheat. If you can beat the cheat, that's cool, right? So maybe I don't said what I was going to do, and I don't ever not do what I say I'm going to do. Fuck. I mean, we can see how it goes from here on out, I guess. Maybe that's the best way to do it. I don't know. I'm second guessing myself. That's probably stupid. It's probably like really stupid to second guess myself. I said if we got anything even close to a knockout, well, we shouldn't even have anything even close to a knockout. I was going to call it a day. I should not second guess myself. I think all of my saves are corrupt, is what I actually believe. That's what I believe is going on, but... Fuck. Alright, let's see what happens, man. You know what? Anyway, hey, thanks for the sub, Antosha. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Bill. That's awesome. I don't, for some reason, I'm not hearing it because this shit isn't synced up with YouTube like it is with Twitch. And there you have it. But
let's finish this. Go down. Get back.
It literally doesn't work. Everything's doing 80,000 times damage. It's not Nightmare. This is Nightmare times 80,000. That's not even the game. Like, this game doesn't even play this way. There's no single dragon that's going to two-shot anybody in your party. It's not possible. Everybody's fucking health bar is considered by the game to be this long, even at full health. And your armor is this when it's this. Your health is this when it's this. And that's not Nightmare. That is broken. That is broken save files. If this is the last time I've even... you know what? I'm literally not fucking with it anymore after this. I really don't give a fuck. I really don't give it. I know how the game's supposed to play. It's supposed to do this. It's doing this. It's not doing this. It's doing this. This is negative 1,000. If the game worked right now, it would still not work. That's how fucking bad this is. That shit down.
It's too much. This is going badly.
Game doesn't work. I'm out.